Yo, yo, yo. Is it working? Are we on? Check, 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 check. Make sure we on. Hold up. This is probably too high. Let me cut this down just a little bit. All right. Now that's better. That's much better. That is much better. What is popping, man? Let y'all get in the room. Pause. Pause. All right. Hold up. Let me make sure this is good. Make sure this is all gravy. Hold up. Is we working? All right, we live. Okay, everything good. Check. All right. See how many people join tonight. If not a lot of people come through, we probably gonna call it a short show and just do the first half. See how things going. I know it's Sunday. I know y'all moving around doing y'all thing, man. It's gonna be tough because today, for me, because for one, I did something that I shouldn't have done. I looked at the NBA standings and it just made me angry all over again that the Pelicans are fucking 4-22. Then, whoa, what's happening with you, Q? Yeah, it pissed me off that the Pelicans 4-22. Then today the last episode, the season finale. Yo, what's happening, J. Cal? Today the season finale of Welcome to Derry. So you know I'm pissed about that. My feelings hurt about that. I know all good things come to an end. And, it's tough. It's tough, man. You know, Welcome to Derry being over. I got to see if I can get in the next season somehow. Okay, so Vucevic is back. That's an interesting development. What y'all think about Zion being back? We had got the word that Zion was coming back probably about 2 days ago. Maybe like 2-3 days ago. We was talking about it in the group chat. But, we hear things like this all the time, bro. With the Pelicans, you can't ever believe this shit until you see it. Y'all know how it go. Whoa, H Bizzle, what's happening? Cam, what's happening with y'all, man? What's happening with y'all? What y'all think about Jordan Poole and Zion not... Oh, shit. Man, my bad. I am tripping. My bad, y'all. I had the damn microphone all the way over here. I was about to ask y'all, what y'all think about Zion and Poole coming off the bench? Now, I don't make too much of it because they both just came back for some interesting injuries. So it's like, the risk for re-injury got to be super high. And they both got to be on minutes restrictions. So it would make more sense, in my opinion, to bring them off the bench. But the Poole thing, Zion off the bench is more interesting than Poole off the bench because Poole, I would think you need Poole shooting in the starting unit. Whereas with Zion, it's like, okay, let's bring him along slowly because we don't really know the extent of the injury. I just know Herb shouldn't be starting. That's the interesting thing. Louisiana guy, how you doing? He said they brought Zion off the bench before Herb. That's the most interesting thing. That Zion and Poole both coming off the bench, but Herb, when he returned from his injury, he went straight into the starting unit. Like, that's a little... Nobody ain't going to want to talk about it. Like, nobody ain't going to really want to rap about it, but I do think it's worth the conversation. Squallow say props to the training staff. Yes, indeed. I mean, you got to, right? I mean, I would like to know what the injury was and if the injury diagnosis was correct. But, I mean, y'all getting people back on the court, so props to y'all, I have to say. What's going on with you? Lee, how you doing, fam? Louis say, and the Saints have, at the Saints have been watching the Pelican sports. At the Saints have watching the Pelican sports. Hell, I don't know what you saying, Louis. I can't lie to you. Wait, did the Saints win? D, what's up with you, D? Says Zion and Poole coming to the bench for the Pelicans. For the Pelican Swiss is wild. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I would like somebody to ask about it in the post game. Most hated, what's happening with your dog? See, I honestly don't think they'll start Poole again, which is crazy to me because, look, I mean, I like Jeremiah Fears a lot, dog. Like Jeremiah Fears a lot, but at the same time, god damn, Derek Queen, get the rebound, Queen. What the fuck, Derek? Get the fucking rebound, Derek. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, this is fucking crazy. Hold on, let me make sure this is working for y'all. That's crazy. Dog. Oh my God. That was crazy. That whole sequence was crazy. Hold on, my bad. You say it's tied right now, Looney? They say that the training staff, hold on, my bad. What's good? I say, Cam say, I'm just glad Sadiq's still starting. I need him to save my fantasy team right now. I never got into fantasy basketball. I know, okay, we got a Herb 3 off the dribble. Okay, nice set call right there. I tried to get into fantasy basketball 1 year, but I didn't quite understand it. Louisiana guy say, I don't think they'll start Poole again. I would be surprised if he doesn't start at some point. I would be surprised because, again, I like Jeremiah Fears a lot, but they ain't like, yo, winning games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw somebody say something along the lines of, will Zion return and mess up the chemistry? I'm like, what? You've won one fucking game. What chemistry? Are you crazy? But I don't know. You won one fucking game. I don't remember who. I think it might have been Jake that said that. I think it was Jake. Like, we won one fucking game. Like, with chemistry. Yeah, okay. Let's see. H. Bizzle say, how much influence do you think Joe had with Zion coming back earlier than expected? I think Joe has a lot of influence with these things because, again, you know, from what I've been told, man, you know, I told y'all, that's, if you're not a member, become a member, guys. But I told y'all, like, Joe, during the Zion's first injury stint, he was working with Zion closely at UNO doing recovery. Like, he was pretty much overseeing Zion's recovery process, making sure that he ain't fuck around. And I'm sure he did something similar. Like, if you notice, Zion, he ain't been coming back fat. Oh, my God, bro. We drove up 2 sets for 2 Herb Jones threes, bro. So what are we doing, bro? What is we doing? Lee Sanders says you cannot bench the rookies. Yeah, I would. I mean, for me, I wouldn't bench Queen at all. For me, I wouldn't bench him. So they're not benching those rookies unless they fall off a cliff. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. The thing with Fears, though, and again, I like Fears a lot. God damn, this motherfucker Giddey cold. I like Fears a lot, but it's like, it's not like you're winning. And you're not sacrificing development if you just give him those minutes off the second unit because Jose is probably going to be gone relatively soon. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was a nice-ass pass right there. That was a nice-ass pass by Queen. You got to finish your fucking shot, dude, man. You got to finish right there, Sadiq. Cam say, this is my first time playing it. It was confusing at first, but I like the strategy involved. I think I tried to play it through Yahoo 1 year, and I was so confused, dog. Like, it was just too many options. Too many players. It was very confusing to me. I was like, I don't get this at all. Yo, is my audio straight? Can y'all hear me good, man? Because I know I had messed up earlier with the audio. I want to make sure y'all can hear me and everything. And I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. I'm hoping y'all have a great weekend. Hoping y'all had a nice, safe, blessed weekend. I'm snowed in where I'm at. I wish I could show y'all a picture. I'm fucking snowed in. I went to a pajama party last night, came home, woke up, snow everywhere. I'm assed out. Lee say Herb should not be taking a lot of threes. Yeah, he should be taking these corner threes, dog. If anything, he 0 for 3. He's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc right now. Why does he have 3 threes to start? Whoa, what's happening, my dog? How you doing, fam? Whoa, 504, what's popping? Yeah, Herb is 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. And these are damn near like set plays. So why are we drawing up sets for Herb Jones to take threes? Like, this doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yo, my dog, don't forget to tag me with the beats, fam. Great pass right there. But you got to control your body right there if you're Derek Queen, pause. Great pass, but you got to control your body right there. Don't forget to tag me with the beats, my dog. I've been listening to that new Nas, man. I'm starting to get into my writing bag, for real, for real. Louisiana gal said, I think them not winning is more of a reason to keep Fear starting. Let them go through these bumps and bruises this year. Yeah, that's a good point as well, Louisiana gal. That's a very good point. That's why they need to determine what the goal is. You know, I used to say this and it came across kind of tongue in cheek, but it's like, what's the goal? Because if the goal is winning, I don't care who come off the bench. If Zion coming off the bench, I don't care. Let's win. If Poole coming off the bench, I don't care. Let's win. But you got to put yourself in the best position to succeed. And starting Herb is not putting you in the best position to succeed. And that puts me in a bad spot because now I got to talk about, okay, are you doing this? Your defense is already bad. So starting Herb ain't helping. So are you doing this because this is a relationship-driven decision? And if it's a relationship-driven decision, how is that any different from some of the things Willie Green was doing? So, it kind of puts me in a difficult spot, truthfully. It kind of puts me in a difficult spot. Yo, man, all y'all in here, if y'all could do me a favor and hit that like button, man, that'd be awesome. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Hold up, let me see something real quick. I just want to see something. Make sure everything's set up. Give me 1 second. Make sure this is set up right. All right, yo, we're going to take a quick commercial break real quick. I got to go get some Carmex. Pause. I'm fucking dehydrated over here. I was doing a lot of partying last night. Not with Giddey. I wasn't partying with Giddey whatsoever. But we're gonna do a quick commercial break, and I'm gonna be right back. Hold up. All right, yo, let's hear from our friend of the show, Jake Matters Not.
The New Orleans Pelicans will have a 15-man roster this year. Hi, I'm Jack Matters Not, official member of the media, filling in for Cheddar Chaz here on this special edition of the Locked In Podcast. Locked In Podcast, coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. No hot takes or drama or entertaining trade ideas or information about how the team can get better. Just bullshit. Water is wet. A pig is pork. Houston got the hose. Jose is from New York. Today's episode is brought to you by the Daiquiri Shop on Chef, a Shade Tree Mechanic, Juanita's Buffer Curls, the Chinese food store. Anybody want to buy a station wagon? The check cashing place. Random Spoons. Hello? Yeah, you can pay me you can pay me in scotch. Never know how, yeah. Yes, yeah. No, it don't matter what kind of scotch. Is Zion Williamson on the keto diet? Find out in the third segment. Miyako's Hibachi. What's the place that be selling all the candy and shit?
Hold on, 504. You ain't had to violate me like that. 504 said I was partying with Jake. Nah, I don't be doing no partying with Jake, man. I do not be doing no partying with Jake. You gotta take that back, though. I feel like you violated me. I've never felt so disrespected in my life. That was wild. That was wild. But shout out to everybody, man. GSP Mitch, what's happening with you, fam? Whoa, what's happening? Just Day Davis was popping, dog. What's popping? He said eating Built Bars. This motherfuckers up all night eating Built Bars. So I'm like, I feel like, I didn't have to chug a bottle of water. Like, why'd you say it like that? Why'd you refer to it that way? Chug a bottle of water. Why'd you say it that way? What did you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Fuck you mean by that. And yo, make sure y'all check out Justin Davis. We got a collaboration going on soon, a real collaboration. Check him out at Pales in the Blender, man. Check my dog out, Pales in the Blender. Yeah, y'all, Herb's still out there, fam. Herb is still out there. Q say we need to sub Poole and Zion in right now. It looked like we got some reinforcements coming in. So Jose is coming in. So that's interesting. We got Jose Alvarado subbing in. Damn, Trey missing free throws. This is... Yo, my dog, my IG is at Cheddar Chaz, CheddAChaz. Just like it be on here, at Cheddar Chaz, all one word. Hold, let me see. My bad, y'all. Chris Gray, shout out to Chris Gray, man. Say if the plan is to get Herb to shoot threes, just start Poole. Chris, that's exactly my position, dog. Like, if the concern is space, and just like that, Zion first possession of the game gets a bucket. Like, if the plan is to win and create spacing and scoring opportunities, teams aren't guarding Herb. Why wouldn't you just start Jordan Poole? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? 504, we must be in the Twilight Zone. I think you saying, that should have been a fucking and one right there, Zion. You got to finish that. That should have been an and one. You got to finish that if you Zion. I like him being aggressive, but you got to finish that if you Zion. And I like Queen. See how Derek Queen approached Zion just now? That's leadership right there. He approached Zion to kind of like give him a little bit of kind of some strategy and game planning on what they plan on doing. But you got to finish that. You needed that right there if you were Zion. You got to finish that. And Zion, he was shooting really good from the free throw line when he got injured. I hope it don't take him a long time to recover his efficiency at the free throw line, because that's somewhat of a rhythm shot as well. That's why I would have liked to see him get that and one right there, so at least you're walking away with some points. Whereas he hit one of the free throws. We'll take it. Let's see here. Trey, what's up with you, fam? Oh yeah, Trey. You know, I'm actually doing a double today. I'm gonna do this show and then I'm gonna do the Propel show afterwards. I was on the fence about streaming because I know, you know, in New Orleans on Sunday, motherfuckers be out and about. But you know, it's cold. It's cold. You know, where I'm at, it snowed in, so I know it's probably a little chilly where y'all at too. Meech said, was Zion benched or is this injury protocol? Meech, that's a good question. I would imagine that it's injury protocol because with Zion, when he do weird shit, traditionally he gets like stealth suspended, kind of like, oh, he's not gonna play this game at all. So if this was a disciplinary action, I would imagine that he just wouldn't have played at all. Kind of like what they do with Jonathan Kuminga. Dog, Jose out of his mind. Jose is out of his mind. Jose is out of his mind. And we can't get no fucking rebounds. Jose is out of his mind. Jose is out of his mind, y'all. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Jose is out of his mind. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, you on my IG. Yeah, my dog. You know, look, the cold don't really bother me. You know, at this point, I've been out here so long, you know. Say, y'all think we can make the play-in? See, that's a good question, 504. I think the play-in is within reach because, for example, you got teams like the Jazz that are ultimately going to start tanking. You got Memphis that probably needs to tank, and they just lost Zach Edey. But see, with the Pelicans, they got some other issues. Like, for example, the Kings play the Timberwolves tonight. Anthony Edwards not playing tonight. So the Kings, in theory, they should win. But the Pelicans, the Kings are 6 and I want to say 18. The Kings 6 and 18, something like that. And the Pelicans 4 and 22. So if the Pelicans are gonna make a run, they gotta start winning these games with teams that are kind of like in a similar tier to them. And if the Pelicans can't beat like the Bulls of the world and the Kings of the world and the Grizzlies of the world, they're gonna be sitting their stupid ass at home. I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. Whoa, what up with you, Bree? How you doing? How you doing, Bree? Zion off the bench. Yep, Zion off the bench. And you know what's crazy, Bree? It ain't even Zion off the bench. Because you can, like, if I'm the Pelicans, I can explain that away. I can say, well, fuck, he just came back from injury. Right? Even with Jordan Poole. But starting Herb doesn't make... I'd rather you start Bryce McGowens than Herb. It just don't make no sense. Justin Dave, you say Herb defense overstated. Now, look. I was doing some calculations, right? Cause I saw Schmidt, he had posted a lot of like advanced analytics somebody had sent to me, right? People send me all kinds of shit. So I was doing my own calculations. And analytic driven data based on her playing basketball this season and the starting lineup. And if I carry the two, right? 8 times 6, I put pi in. This is how many wins the Pelicans have with Herb Jones right now. One. They won one fucking game. Take Herb Jones out of the fucking starting lineup. We wasting our time here. What's the point of this? What's the motherfucking point? What is the point? Bring the man off the bench. Like, you can sick him on, you know, the other team's best player as needed if guys are getting too hot or what have you, pause. But him starting ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing anything. Come on. It ain't doing nothing. Mason, what up, my dog? How you doing? He said, whoa, Chaz, what's the game plan for tonight? How would you like to see the team play tonight? In my opinion, the Pelicans still have a size advantage. I would still like to see some of the two big lineups, them crashing the boards, and they have to run teams up the line. See, right now, they're giving up a lot of offensive boards. That's putting them in a scrabble drill and giving up wide open threes. Vucevic ain't even start balling yet. Last time the Pelicans played, they didn't play Vucevic. In fact, I don't think they played against a center. So what I would like to see them do is crash the boards, make sure they're securing rebounds, and don't give up 50-50 balls because once Chicago gets hot from behind the arc, it's going to be tough for the Pelicans to compete with that. Because, yeah, you got Jordan Poole, but Jordan Poole, he's still coming into his own pause from behind the arc. He didn't set the world on fire from behind the arc. Trey Murphy, he ain't hit a three yet. Jose ain't hit no threes. What's his name? Herb 043. So if you're the Pelicans, you can't give up second chance opportunities, especially from behind the arc, because you ain't got the offensive arsenal to keep up with that, in my opinion. Let me see. So, yeah, you can't count on the Pelicans for any win right now, Jesse Davis. I agree with you, Al, for real. Jarvis said we need Herb off the bench. I agree, and I don't think it's an insult. Like, you know, people like, I'm not taking Herb off the bench. He's a defensive ace. Who he been stopping? Like if we being honest, who the fuck he been stopping? I don't mean no disrespect, but who he been stopping? Shoot that shit, Trey. Oh, there you go. Nice fucking floater. They gave Derrick Queen the assist. That was a Zion assist. But that was a hell of a floater right there by Trey. I would have liked to see him take that shot. But I see what I've been noticing with Trey lately, y'all. He been putting the ball on the floor. Like his first shot was a midi. Second shot right there was a floater off the Zion assist. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Al said we won't see two bigs. I believe Jay because bigs limit offensively. Yeah, that's why I kind of did the show asking if Derrick Queen was a Borrego type. Because if I look at how, nice. Oh, great feed right there by Jordan Poole. Great feed. Excellent feed by Jordan Poole. If I look at how Borrego traditionally likes to play, he ain't really like to play no slow pace, brooding basketball. Man, you got Patrick Williams hitting the three. That's a difficult thing to contend with because he don't hit threes. Big answer right there by Trey Murphy. Big fucking answer by Trey Murphy right there. Huge answer. All right, hold on, my bad. Let me catch up with some of y'all. He needs to be going whenever trade eligible. Well, that's the fucked up thing too, 504. The thing that people kind of saying about Kuminga right now in the Golden State community. See, Queen didn't defend him poorly, but if he hit 1-3, Derek, don't jump on the up fake. Just let him keep shooting them motherfuckers. Jose too small to be out there, dog. Jose too small to be out there. That's Patrick Williams, second three? Jose too small to be out there. Jose can't contest any shots. Good pass right there. Oh! Little bitty bitch! Great pass right there by Derrick Queen. Great finish right there by Trey. Why this our best lineup? Yo, is it this? Well, I would take Jose out, but this should be the lineup. I think this should be the lineup. Damn, Derrick's so bad on the boards, dog. I ain't gonna lie. You got Derrick Queen so bad on the boards. I would take this lineup, especially if we can add in a goddamn a real center, man. If you take imagine Jose out of this lineup with a traditional center. Ooh, what the fuck was that, Derek? What was that, Derek? Yeah, the Knicks supposedly want Jose. The only thing is the Knicks don't have a lot to offer. Like, and some of the proposals I seen with the two young guys the Knicks have, it's like, I mean, that's interesting for depth, but at the same time, the Pelicans don't have an open roster spot. So it would have to be an uneven trade. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be an uneven trade. So I don't really know if that don't some of the trade proposals I've seen just didn't look good. Derrick Queen having a terrible game, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Derrick Queen is not having a good game. You said Zion a cone out there. I haven't seen nobody really attack him off the dribble yet. If I'm the Bulls, he the first person I'm attacking. We not getting no 50-50 balls. Come on, man. They, all right. We got to just, there go Eve right there. Yeah, we definitely need the Eve in the game. We absolutely need the Eve in the game. We got to get some type of fucking rebounding out there. This ain't going to work. This just ain't going to work. What would y'all want in exchange for Jose? I mean, I'm good with salary. But see, here's the thing. The dude, I think his name YG. YG out there. If you trade him for Jose, the Pelicans taking on an additional $1 million. Now, the Pelicans have $1.9 million in salary cap space, but they taking on an additional $1 million. And if I'm taking on an additional $1 million going into next year, I'm gonna need at least 3 seconds. 3 seconds and a first or something. I'm gonna need a first or something. I ain't just taking that on just off GP. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need at least 3 seconds because I need every dollar I can get if I'm the Pelicans. Every dollar away from that luxury tax I can get. Say the Louisiana gal say the injury out there resembles the Nets game. Yeah, it's real slow and lethargic. It's kind of crazy. Schematically, I'm not really sure what's happening. Eve, you gotta have better hands than that. Schematically, I'm not really sure what's happening. You had to know the Bulls was gonna have it on their mind because of how you beat them the last game. But the issue I'm really having the most is the Pelicans just not fucking rebounding, dog. The Pelicans just look so soft out there. Whoa, what's happening with your game? What's happening with your family? That was a big shot right there by Jordan Poole. Great pass right there by Jose. What's happening with you, my dog Game Osborne? Shout out to you, fam. Saints won. Okay. Shout out to the Saints, man. Playing for pride. I appreciate that. We need the Pelicans to match that energy and get a fucking W tonight. My bad. Hold up. How you doing, P. Fowler? How you doing, sis? Most haters say we back. Yo, this the healthiest the Pelicans have been in how long? That should have been a block right there by Zion. They didn't give it to him, though. That was good defense right there, though. This is the issue with Queen at the center. He plays like a power forward. Well, he needs to play power forward, rim protector, and rebounder at the center. I agree with you, my dog, all the way. I agree with you. You say where's Carlo? I would like to see Carlo out there, especially because you getting killed on the boards. This is what you need to adjust if you're Borrego, because damn, Jose been out there a long ass time. This is what you need to adjust if you're Borrego, because you getting destroyed on the boards. You need some high energy and activity, and that's where Carlo would come in and improve your situation drastically. That was Eve battled right there, but again, it's like 1-on-4 right there for Eve. Way to get back and get that block right there, man. Way to get back and get that block. The Pelicans need a bucket right here. You can't let go of the rope early because you don't want to be battling from behind. Ah, get in there, ho! Damn! Come on, son. What is happening here? Yeah, ain't no way Herb should have no fucking three-point attempts this early in the game. Ain't no way. Like, he would have to be wide open in the corner, bro. Like, seriously, he would have to be wide open in the corner. Like, come on, man. Say maybe they cold. Yeah, they could be a little cold. But it's like, fuck, wear some jackets. What are we doing? Shoot, we need this three right here, Poole. Ah, there you go. That was a huge bucket right there by Poole. We needed that desperately. Say, ain't nobody in their right mind giving up a first for Jose. But here's the thing, Dubs World. That first for Jose, it turns into multiple seconds if it doesn't convey, because it's the Warriors. I think it's the Wizards first, and I think it's protected. So if it doesn't convey, it turns into multiple seconds. So basically, you'll be trading multiple seconds. You'll be getting back multiple seconds for Jose, basically. Damn, they had a foul to give. Son of a bitches. Had a foul to give. Hold on, let me get back on track. My bad. Say salary or picks. We don't even need a player, Mason. Yeah, if we can get multiple, because at this point you gotta start consolidating if you're the Pelicans, because if DeJounte comes back, who knows, right? And Zion is back, so you consider Zion more of a wing / backcourt player. You don't have a lot of point guard minutes. Oh, that was a crazy ass shot right there, Poole. Poole, that was a little ill-advised by Poole right there. I didn't like that shot. I did not like that shot by Poole right there. That was ill-advised. But you only had so much time, and I have seen Poole make them in the past, but that was pretty ill-advised. I didn't like that shot. I didn't like that shot at all. Yo, make sure y'all hit the like button, fam. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Oh, gang, you got some of that jam jar? Shout out to Jam Jar, man. I need Jam Jar to sponsor the show. Shout out to Jam Jar with that red, that semi-sweet red. Shout out to Jam Jar, man. Let's see here. Hold up. My bad, y'all. Let me get a couple of y'all questions. Louisiana gal said, "Give me a couple seconds for Jose, and I'm good for sure." I'm with you on that. Justin Davis said, "We need a 5 like Ware in the worst way." Yeah, man. Yeah, you need a 5 like Ware, Lively. Shit, I'd even take Gafford at this point. Gafford make too much money, but I'd take somebody like that at this point. You need somebody that's at least high energy activity type 5. And that's why I say it would be nice to have Carlo out there, because at least he got some activity and high energy. Say need Jose for playmaking, doubt DeJounte back till March, Squallow. Yeah, I think Jose had a really good game playmaking last game. It's just tough to play somebody that small out there defensively if he's not, playing like fucking JJ Barea from behind the arc. Like, if he's not like knocking down threes at a crazy rate, it's just tough to have him out there defensively. Say please take Jose out and put Fears in. Yeah. I don't know. Jose just hasn't been. Tonight has been rough, but it's been rough for a lot of people to start. Like, tonight's been really rough for Derrick Queen to start. Dobbs will say, I don't understand why we don't play Carlo. You can make an argument he's better than me if he was given the same minutes. I agree with you, Dubs World. I don't understand why we not playing Carlo, especially since Carlo can stretch the floor a little bit. Like I don't get it. Especially when like you need help on the boards. You're getting killed on the boards, and they got one center out there. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Say no. They're going back to that lame chunk up threes and no rebound defense. Poole, not Poole. Queen's motor in that first quarter was pretty bad. On the boards, like Vucevic was killing him on the boards. We absolutely need a real center. That's why when you talk about the Portland game or even this game, I made a point to mention like, yo, Klingon, Robert Williams, and Yang didn't play. Last time you played the Bulls, Vucevic didn't play. So you gotta get rebounds. You gotta crash the boards, man. See, I never seen Zion come back early from an injury. Yeah, me neither. Most haters say Pels get this tonight. Saints did it for us already. Yeah, we need the Pelicans to win tonight. Like, seriously. It's too much, like, there's so little room for error. You need to start stacking some games, bro. You got to start winning, like, at least 3 out of every 5 games. Like, you got to stack some fucking wins. You got to stack some wins, man. Since DeJounte definitely coming back right after the new year, Rich Paul going to want him to play. He tries to get him out of NOLA. Yeah, I agree, Louisiana Gale. I think DeJounte going to come back just so they can show teams that he's healthy. By December 15th is tomorrow, literally. You got some other people that could be traded in January, like Kuminga and guys like that. I do think they I thought that bitch was going in. Good hustle though by Eve. Good pass right there by Poole. Good kick out. Sadiq! Oh, Sadiq been shooting some fun fucking bricks. God damn, Sadiq ain't hit a 3 in a long time. Sadiq is not hitting no threes. Sadiq ain't hitting shit, matter of fact. Kick it out. Come on, bro. That entire fucking sequence was awful, bro. That entire sequence was god fucking awful, bro. God fucking awful. That entire sequence was god fucking awful. We cannot get a fucking bucket. And the thing is, when you got Herb out there, and it's not, of course, it's not Herb's fault, but when you got Herb out there with Messi, you not gonna have no driving lanes or spacing. You got one shooter out there. Well, if you count McGowan's, and I'm not too worried about Sadiq shooting if I'm the opposing team. Honestly, I'm just not a big fan of this lineup. I'm not a big fan of this lineup. They gave them a bunch of opportunities though. They gave themselves a bunch of opportunities, but I'm not really a fan of this lineup. Honestly. Not a fan of this lineup. Yeah, I wish we did have JV. I think if they had JV, they would be a much better team defensively because they'd have at least been securing some rebounds. Man, Pat Mahomes just tore his ACL. Did he? Damn. Shit. Damn, Pat. Dubs World say, Chaz, if you put yourself in the coach's shoes, what do you think the logic is behind never playing a 2-big lineup? I think they want to create pace and space, but I also think Carlo helps you with the pace and space. He helps you rebound. He helps you with some rim protection. He helps you with some spacing. I think they just want to lean more to a guard-centric lineup, and maybe they think Herb. Like, if you hear how Borrego talks about Herb defensively, it's peak delusion, right? This peak delusion. And I'm like, but your goal as the Pelicans has to be to outscore everyone. You're not going to stop anyone. You have to outscore everyone. And if the sacrifice is, I heard we got to come out for Carlos so we can get some rebounds, some rim protection, and a little bit of floor stretching. That's just the sacrifice you're going to have to make, dog, because Messi battling, but, I mean, he doing better than Queen did on the boards, but he ain't doing awesome. And Queen wasn't doing very well on the board. I don't know, bro. You need some help out there at the 4 or 5 position. You definitely need some help at the 4 or 5 position. Justin Davis said Parsons tore his ACL too. Damn. War of attrition, man. It's the fucking war of attrition. Sam, what up with you, dog? Said had no idea you was live. We should just trade Zion if we're using him as a post player. Yeah, I don't really understand the first few sets. Maybe they just easing them back into the rotation though. So it's tough to call because I don't like typically game to game. I don't know what Borrego's plan is. Yeah, Bree, I agree with you. Like they out there playing pickup. Typically game to game, I have no idea what Borrego's plan is. Chris Gray said, "Do you think we can get a first for Sadiq?" No, I don't. I don't. I think Sadiq's value is overstated. Like the shit Grubb was saying, I totally disagree with. I don't think you're getting no fucking first for Sadiq Bey. Like, and I like Sadiq Bey a lot, but you're not getting no first for him at this stage. You probably can get multiple seconds. Like, you just not. They didn't get a first for Royce O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Nets didn't get a first for Royce O'Neal. So why would you get a first for Sadiq Bey? I hope you could, but I think you looking at her. What was that, Herb? I mean, shit. At least he got to the line. That was a terrible decision, though. I think, at best, you could get a late first, like maybe you get picked 30, which is really like an early second. But at that stage, would you rather have multiple seconds or like one first? And Sadiq Bey only making what, like $6 million, something like that. Yeah, I think you just live with it. Like I think you roll with Sadiq and go into next season, and then you make your decision about that because he makes so little money. He's another player that if you traded him, you would just be trading him for a pick. You wouldn't get any type of like. I don't think you would really get a player back. You probably get like a guy who was a second rounder or a vet men guy back. That's how little money Sadiq is making. So for all that, you might as well keep him, in my opinion. Where's the defense right there, y'all? Good hustle right there on the boards by Eve. Good pass right there by Poole. Good finish right there by Herb. Herb on a 4-point run. We needed them points desperately. He hit his free throws like a big dog. Got out in transition and got the slam. We needed them points from Herb desperately. Now we got to straighten together some stops. Herb just picked up his first foul. Fuck. You know what I don't like? I think fouls on the alley-oop should be free throws, dog. I don't like that fouls on the alley-oop are not called as like a shooting foul. Especially sometimes guys be having clear possession of the ball on the alley. It's a shot attempt, in my opinion. I don't. That's one rule I really don't like. Jarvis said we need to throw the bag at Mike Malone because he knows how to maximize a big man. Now that's true. Like he's shown and proved that he can maximize a guy. Shit, even now Karl Anthony Towns is a different type of big man, but good shit, Eve. But shit, even Tom Thibodeau knows how to maximize a big. But you know that's the weird thing because what was it, Plumlee? I think Plumlee played for Borrego if I'm not mistaken. Plumlee didn't look bad under Borrego. But Plumlee's also not a Derek Queen type player. Plumlee's more of a activity big. So it's just a little tough. It's a little tough. Say Herb was always more effective off the bench. I mean, to me, it's just such a low hanging fruit type thing. Like it's such an easy decision to make. But maybe it's a showcase thing. Maybe they're like, nah, we gotta showcase him. But the thing is, if you showcasing him at the risk of potentially not winning games. And Kobe traveled like a motherfucker. And he's not available till he's not available to trade till like January. Then how long you gonna go with this? Like you're a month away from when Herb's able to be traded. I don't know. Well, what's up with you, Donald? What's up with you, Doc? Just cooling, fam. No chance we get someone like Mike Malone to coach. I would like Taylor Jenkins as well. Taylor Jenkins would be a good one. Now, some people in Memphis, they had issues with Taylor Jenkins, but the Pelicans aren't in a Memphis type situation. What I mean by that is, oh boy, good shit right there, Eve. I thought that was a goaltend, but they let it roll. Good shit. Man, Sadiq got to finish at the fucking rim. What is happening? Is that 2 fouls on Herb? Sadiq got to finish at the rim. Whoa, what's happening with your rock? What's popping? Good shit right there, Eve. Yeah, some of the people, see, the reason I say the Pelicans not in the same position as Memphis is some people were saying shit like, oh, well, Taylor Jenkins was bad with rotations and stuff like that. But that's a team with different expectations because they've been to the playoffs multiple times. The Pelicans need somebody to teach them how to win. Even if he's just on the staff and not the head coach, you need somebody like that on the staff, like a real former head coach. Even if you decide to keep Borrego, you need him to be like the associate head coach or something. You need somebody that's an actual coach. Like an actual head coach that has won in the past. Damn, that was a bad turnover by Fierce right there. Fierce, that's why they taking you out the game, bro. You gotta be smarter than that. That's why they've been taking you out the game lately, brother. That's why they've been taking you out the game. You gotta be smart. Gotta be smarter than that, dog. Hold on, my bad. me see. Sam, whoa, what up, Sam? He said, Sam said I want to see Queen be more like Boogie, but that's a pipe dream. Yeah, I don't think Queen is as skilled as Boogie. And Boogie was a lot larger player. Boogie could shoot, handle, he could rebound. Like Boogie was a little more like Boogie was Jokic, like, to me. Boogie was a different version of Jokic, like, in my opinion. I think Queen is just too small to be that player. Ooh, Fizz. I think Fizz going to have a short night tonight, y'all. I do not think Fizz going to get a lot of minutes tonight, y'all. Fizz looking bad out there. That's back-to-back bad possessions. Fizz looking bad. I think he's going to have a short leash tonight. P. Fowler said, Lee say Gail is too cheap to pay for a top coach. Yeah, them coaches, they probably want like 8 to 10 million. So, I don't know. You never know, though. Maybe Joe could convince her. P. Fowler said if Joe doesn't go with Borrego, he's going to get a coach that's a dog, hardball kind of guy is needed. Yeah, you need someone that just, like, the accountability is starting to, like, seep into the team, and you like to see that. You just need someone that's going to keep echoing those sentiments. Like, that's why I really like the Utah coach. I think if the Pelicans had a Utah coach, dog, like, Herb, oh my God. Like, Herb made that shot, right? Shout out to Herb for making that shot. That was a terrible decision, Herb. Like, he made the shot. We take it. That was a terrible decision. Herb has had 7 huge points this quarter, and we needed all them motherfuckers. But that was a terrible decision. Yeah, Sadiq 0 for 5. That's kind of crazy. Say, how they cheat when they blowing money left and right? You think, my dog, how you mean blowing money left and right? Like, what would you consider as them blowing money left and right, Mont? I'm interested to see what you think about that. Yeah, this is a homecoming for Fears. But just play within the game, Fizz. It's gonna come to you. Pause. Play within the game. It's gonna come to you, Fizz. That's 3 bad plays in a row for Fizz. Oh yeah, like McGowan's, he earning his role, earning his paycheck, and he got a nice wingspan so he can defend and kind of get some rebound. Oh God, Sadiq Bey has blown about 40 fucking layups this season. I'm talking about clear point blank layups. He just can't make a layup. He just can't. Like, are y'all seeing this? Like, this dude, just this game alone, he's blown like 5 layups. It's ridiculous. Like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Chris Gray said, you think benching both Zion and Poole is an easy sell from Borrego to them because they cause havoc together as opposed to Herb and Poole of the bench of Zion and Big? I don't necessarily think they've been benched. I think this is their first game back from like prolonged injuries, and Zion is always a high injury risk. With the minute limitations, it make more sense for them to come off the bench, in my opinion. Well, more Zion than Poole. I think Poole should be starting. But it make more sense for Zion to come off the bench, in my opinion, because it just makes the rotation kind of funky. Like, he can only play in minutes burst. It just make the rotation a little funky. It makes more sense to have at least some players out there that can play minutes at a time, like large stretches of minutes at a time, if necessary. Like, if they got it going, you won't have to substitute them. Whereas if Zion or Poole get it going, once they reach a certain mark, like a 4-minute mark or something, they got to come out of the game, and they're just going to throw your momentum off. So it makes more sense for them to come off the bench. I don't understand starting Herb, though. I still don't understand that. Yeah. See, everybody just... That was a terrible shot by Herb. That was 2 back-to-back terrible shots by Herb. I don't understand why Jeremiah Fez is still in the game. Derek Queen's been bad. You got to go to your vets here. You got to go to your vets. It's time for Queen and Fez to come out. You got to go to your vets. You got to go to your vets here. You got to go to your vets. You got to go to your vets. Queen been bad. Fez been bad. Again, like you said, the Bulls in the bonus already. You gotta go to your vets. You gotta put Carlo in the vets in right now, because the rookies gotta catch their breath. You gotta take Sadiq out, probably take Queen out, and take Fears out at this point, because they're a little overwhelmed by the moment right now. Just in the short term, they're a little overwhelmed by the moment. Michael Morgan said, how does Zion and Poole come off the bench, bro, but Herb never did off injury? Maybe Maybe they was trying to improve the defense, and Herb is a more of a low usage player, so you can just have him out there and not necessarily have to worry about him getting the ball. But at the same time, if you're the Pelicans, again, you're not going to be good defensively anyway. So does it really fucking matter? Like, you know what I'm saying? It would make more sense to me if you were just if you brought Herb off the bench, but I don't know. Like, they never have a clear. That's the thing too. Like, they never have a clear goal or something that I can fully understand. And when I be asking these questions, no one ever gives me a clear answer. I be like, yo, so why are you doing that? I'm like, well, you know, I don't know. It's like, all right then. That means he probably doing a bad job. If we just can't explain the shit at all, he probably doing a bad job, man. Let me see. Had to stop in after I saw Zion playing. Now, shout out to JL. How you doing, fam? How you doing? Good pass. Good shit, Fears. Hopefully that get Fears going. He was in a bad spot right there to take that shot, but he made it. So hopefully that wakes him up and get him going. We need some mistake-free basketball these next few minutes. Yeah, Sadiq 0 for 6. And he been taking good shots. That's the thing. He ain't taking bad shots. He just blowing fucking layups. It's crazy. Like, he can't really jump right now. That's great rotation by everybody. Sadiq on cue. Boy, yo, tell the truth. Y'all tell the truth. Are y'all surprised Sadiq made that dunk? Because I'm surprised Sadiq made that dunk. Are y'all as surprised as me? Yeah, we definitely need Carlo energy out there. We need Carlo to dunk on somebody and wake everybody the fuck up. We really need his energy out there. Just speaking, said you never liked Sadiq. Sadiq put together some very quality games. I think I like him more at the 4 right now than the 3. Oh, Fears. That was bad, Fears. Oh my God, Sadiq, come on, man. What was that? Whoa, Bo Big, what's happening with you, my dog? What up with you? Appreciate the 5-piece. God damn, Sadiq. at least he making his free throw. That was kind of crazy. That was kind of crazy. Donald said need to trade Sadiq while we can. His contract's so small though, dog, that it really, to me, make more sense to keep him at this stage and try to use him as some quality bench depth. Cause I think this is a multi-year approach. I don't think the Pelicans are going to do any like tear downs personally. I think they're going to view this as a multi-year approach, try to add some more coaching, try to add some more depth, and they're going to just keep trying to win the next couple of years, in my opinion. Say Carlo not getting any runs is getting ridiculous. Every game is Where's Waldo. I agree, B-Lo, cause it's not really explicable to me. Like, why aren't you playing them? Like that's the thing. You having an energy lull. You having rebounding issues. You having rim defense issues. You're not shooting enough threes. Wouldn't Carlo help with all of those things? Like, what reason do you have to not play him? That was great defense by Trey. Great defense by Trey. Wait, what? Oh, that's a bullshit call. That was great defense by Trey. That was a bullshit call. That was a bullshit call, fam. That was a bullshit call. That was great defense by Trey. Say we be up by 8. Louisiana guys say we be up by at least 8 if they made his shots. I agree. Because he blowing so many wide open layups. And we missed what? Zion missed the free throw. Trey missed the technical free throw. All those things add up, in my opinion. All those things add up. Sadiq tired from being in them Chicago streets. Maybe. But ain't Sadiq from North Carolina? Ain't he from the Carolinas or something? You think he was chilling on O-Block? B-Lo say, I like Babe, but he's getting too much run. Yeah, he started tonight, so I think as Zion and Poole continue to, like, hopefully they're on the incline minutes-wise and health-wise, I think you'll probably see less of those back-end rotation guys. I like that action right there between Zion and Queen. That was good on Vucevic, though, to push him out the way. Oh, great fucking pass by Queen. Great dunk by Sadiq Bey. Great pass by Queen. Great dunks. Yeah, Sadiq, just dunk the ball, dog. Just dunk the fucking ball. Please, just dunk the ball. Because at this point, Sadiq Bey is kind of looking like, man, who was the dude, bro? He was like a short-ass power forward. I can't think of his name. Oh, Sadiq Bey kind of looking like P.J. Tucker out there from a size and rebounding standpoint. Oh, what was that? There you go, that late-ass call, man. That fucking late-ass call. Shout out to Victoria. How you doing, Victoria? Right now, the score is 40-38 Pelicans with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left in the second quarter. And Jeremiah Fez is at the free throw line. That was a weak ass slow call. I was like, man, what y'all doing? I thought for sure y'all was gonna and we missed the free throw. All right, we gotta make our free throws, family. Bree said DQ got 5 assists. Sadly, he gives it up on the other end. Yeah, the rebounding and the defense leaves a lot to be desired. And I really think Derek got 4 assists. Because unless they well, I don't want to say nothing. Anyway, I really think Derek got 4 assists because I think one of those assists actually was Zion. Unless they corrected it and he actually has the assist now. It's good to see the family and they're supporting the young brother, man. I really want Jeremiah Fierce to have a good game. He just got to play within himself and not that's good defense right there by Jordan Poole. He just wasn't strong enough to stop Jones from getting downhill. All right. So now the Pelicans, we need to hit a couple threes, man. We need to kind of push this lead because right now we in a motherfucking back and forth. I would like to see something going for Trey right here because Trey ain't touched the ball in a while. He just got back into the game. We need Zion, look for Trey. Oh. God damn. Boy, that was a scary ass fall right there. So look, that's 2 fouls on Vucevic, y'all. We got 2 fouls on Vucevic. 2 fouls. Say maybe these free throws will help. Yeah, sometimes seeing the ball go in help. I hope it helped with his jumper. My dog said we got Sadiq for cheap. Wasn't he a first round pick out of college? Yeah, he was first round pick to Detroit. In fact, that's who me and Falorin, I don't know if you're familiar with Falorin, my dog. That's who me and Falorin been wanting on the Pelicans for years. Me and her be big Sadiq Bey fans. Well, coming out of college when he was in Detroit. Louisiana gal said, can't lie, everyone looks lethargic today. Yeah, everyone look kind of a little bit, they look cold. I will say that. They look like a little out of sync, out of rhythm. I'm surprised to see that from the starting unit because the starting unit been playing together this whole time. So I don't know why they look so bizarre. But maybe, it's one of the cases where the Bulls just punch first because this isn't the same Bulls team they played last time. Because last time they played with Ayo not playing tonight. But they didn't have Vooch, and Vooch is playing tonight. So that's how you can explain the rebounding. That was a tough gamble right there by Queen. I mean, not by Poole. Queen gambled, and Poole kind of got lost. Coast to coast by Zion. You love to see it. Coast to coast by Zion. You love to see it. Zion a motherfucking dog with that in and out dribble. He is a monster with that in and out dribble, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. He is a monster with that in and out dribble. Nice defensive stance right there. Nice rebound going coast to coast. That's how you play. In my opinion, Poole and Zion, they've been playing team basketball. Queen always play team basketball. But they've been playing team basketball. They not like really trying to rock the boat too much. And that's what I like to see. Say love the Zion Queen 2-man action. Yeah, I hope they do more of it, honestly. Come on. We got to keep our eye on Kobe White. You cannot take your fucking eyes off Kobe White. And he only got 5 points. Last game, he didn't play well. So we need him to have another not playing well game. That was a dangerous ass pass right there by Jordan Poole. I don't really know what Jordan Poole was thinking right there. That was a bad pass. That was one of them irate ass passes. You got to be better than that if you Jordan Poole with that old Patrick Mahomes ass pass. I know he's trying to get the trade, but you got to be a little more disciplined right here. Because this is, like, to me, this ain't just whatchamacallit. Like, the clutch, in my opinion, isn't just the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter. To me, the clutch can be in the second quarter. Right, the clutch can be early in the third quarter. When the game is tight and you need to create some separation and you need to keep a motherfucker up off you, to me, that's the clutch. And right now, these are clutch minutes. These last 2:43 in the second quarter, these are clutch minutes. And you got to play mistake-free basketball. You got to try to get to the line and make your free throws if you can. Let's see. Fair's mom, a dog, Game Osborne. Look, that's why I ain't want to say nothing. That's why I was like, boy, and I just ain't say nothing. But yeah, she's a lovely lady. But have y'all seen DeAndre Hopkins' mom? Boy, I don't mean no disrespect neither. Miss Sabrina is beautiful. That is a beautiful woman. Miss Sabrina. Shout out to Miss Sabrina. Gorgeous. Shapely, too. Very curvaceous. Very curvaceous. And I don't mean no disrespect. This is a beautiful woman. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody's mama. But she's drop dead gorgeous. Let me see. Sad one to say, I think I know what you would go. Oh, yeah, Sam. Look, that's why. She was the only person on the screen. And I was like, Lord, have mercy. And I started talking like an old man. Good googly moogly. Like, shout out to the sisters. Philly say Saints can't even tank properly. You know what's funny, Philly? I thought about that as well. I was like, damn, I'm happy we won, but what the fuck? But it's also funny that this would be the year that ain't like no star quarterbacks in the top half of the draft. I think with the Saints, we got to go get some skill position players. You need a wide receiver. You need a running back. You need probably a corner. You need you need some high level replacements. And I hope the Saints tank for like the next 2 years, like 2-3 years, to get like some real prospects. You need to replace Cam Jordan at some point. They've been trying to, but Cam the only one that be healthy. Fuck, everybody else be hurt. Peyton Turner, Marcus Davenport, all them dudes let you down. Shit. Bree says Zion trying out for the Bulls potentially, but see the Bulls don't really have nothing I would want. If I can't get the rookie, I mean not the rookie, what's his name, Matas, I think. If I can't get Matas or Giddey, I don't really want nothing from the Bulls, truthfully. Yeah, Louisiana Gam, she's a lovely lady, very classy, very classy. Yeah, respectfully, Bull Big. I mean this respectfully. I don't mean no disrespect whatsoever. Drinking her hand. Oh yeah, she having a ball out there. It's wild that Herb and Bay lead the team in attempts. 2 for 6, 2 for 9. Yo, you know what's funny, B-Lo? When Herb left last game, I think he was 2 for 9. Ain't that some shit? I think he left last game 2 for 9. One thing I will say about these Pelicans, not that it matters much because I don't give a fuck about this type of shit, but they seem to really like one another. Like, they seem to really be boys. Like, DeAndre Jordan, Jordan Poole, all the Jordans except for Hawkins seem to really get along and like one another. So that's something good. That's something I haven't really seen traditionally with the Pelicans. But you gotta win. I don't give a fuck who likes one another. If you don't win, I don't like you. Like that's my bottom line. And I go for everybody. Oh, Zion with the turnaround midi? Oh, bitch, get off of me! All right, now get a damn stop. Let's string together some stops. Oh yeah, margarita had your ass going to sleep at dusk. You drink them heavy ass margaritas. Boy, I used to go to Felipe's. Woo! I was too young to be in there drinking margaritas, but I used to go to Felipe's with my uncle. The one on not the one on that's not Carrollton. Not the one in Mid City. I used to go to the one downtown by Saks. Oh, Zion, just shoot that shit, man. That was a bad pass. Go up with that shit. Go up with that shit, man. Shoot that shit. Oh Lord, Derek. All right, Zion, you gotta shoot the 3. Look at Trey. Damn, Zion, you missed Trey. Trey was wide open, y'all. Oh, there you go. There you go. Huge 3 right there by Jose. Huge pass right there by Jordan Poole. If I'm Trey, I'm kind of mad, though, because y'all motherfuckers looked me off twice. So, yeah. I'll be a little mad, though. Y'all looked me off twice. You say Hawk on I said, God, forgive me. I ain't mean to say Ho. Hawk is on get that, Zion. Go back up, nigga. Go back up. Call the motherfucking fires and 1. Ho. Got me fucked up. But, say, oh, I don't know what the Zion thing with his. I know a few people asking that. He might be dehydrated. Maybe that's why he's taking his tongue out. All the way! Oh, can we get a fucking call? Zion, pay attention. Oh, alright, yo, this chick right here, she gotta go. This chick is trash. This chick is a trash ass ref. This would be a good time to pick up he was still moving! Challenge that! Wait, look like he had just stopped moving. He had just stopped. Challenge that! She a trash. She is fucking trash. She is a trash ass ref. What the fuck? She is trash. That was a foul on the Zion drive, and that should have been a motherfucking block on the Trey drive. Man, she's fucking trash. Get her out of here. Who is this lady? Zion, what you doing? Zion and Poole miscommunication. I think Zion fell asleep on that pass, though. But Poole, he was kind of asleep, too. All right, so Trey took a bad, well, I wouldn't say it was a bad shot, but that bullshit ass no call, man. I wouldn't say that was a bad shot because the ball was halfway down. I want Trey to take that shot. I just wish he would have been a little more in rhythm. It wasn't a bad shot, though. That was good defense by Jose. It wasn't much he could do, but that was good defense by Jose. All right, so, damn, bruh. This trash-ass referee, man. The Pelicans could have had a fucking 10-point lead, bruh. Trash-ass referee. You say, game I was going to say, do you remember Kenny's Key West? No, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with Kenny's Key West. You say PV mom, a nice lady as well, respectfully? I haven't seen PV's mom. Oh, damn. See, all right, Trey. They kind of fucking over Trey a little bit. Y'all saw Trey at the end of that, Y'all saw Trey right there at the end of that possession. Like Trey kind of had his hands up. Zion shot the midi, so I guess you'll live with it. But Trey is in the corner, telling him to bring the action toward him, create the spacing. Hold up, let go, Queen. Zion. Oh, well, you know what? You know what? Herder was right there, face guarding Zion. Well, not face guarding, but Herder was right there, pretty much playing. I guess you would say in the zone, like a motherfucking corner or a nickel. So if you would have tried to make the pass to Trey, it would have had to be a super accurate pass, or it would have been a turnover. It is what it is, though. Not bad into the half. I feel like the referee ruined that half, though, dog. I feel like the referee really ruined that half. I really feel like the referee ruined that half. But yeah, where was Kenny's Key West? What was that? Was that on the West Bank? Where was Kenny's Key West at? Whoa, what's happening with your ex? Bree said, Queen, Zion surrounded by shooters. I'm intrigued. Same here. I love to see it, Bree. I hope we continue to see it. Meech, what's that, Meech? Philly, that nice lady. Yeah, I got now I gotta Google her. Now I gotta Google Miss P. Respectfully, I don't mean no disrespect. Jess, what's happening with you, Jess? How you doing? Say Kenny's was a spot back in the day, Chaz. Metairie spot. Oh, okay. Kenny's was a spot on in Metairie. Okay. Yeah, that was a little bit out of my realm. I didn't start going to Metairie and Kenner until we started playing like basketball at the gym leagues. Yo, thank you, Victoria Taylor. Yo, look, I'm about to play. Yo, what's happening by you, Sniper? Shout out to everybody just joining the chat. My boy X. Appreciate all y'all. Look, I'm about to play the commercial break. While the commercial break is running, we got 56 people watching. Can we get 56 likes? I'm about to play the commercial. Y'all know which commercial, the collaboration. Can we get 56 likes? I appreciate all y'all. Let's run it back. Hopefully the Pelicans can come out in the third quarter and win this game.
The New Orleans Pelicans will have a 15-man roster this year. Hi, I'm Jack Mattersnot, potential member of the media, filling in for Cheddar Chaz here on this special edition of the Locked In Podcast. Locked In Podcast, coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. No hot takes or drama or entertaining trade ideas or information about how the team can get better. Just bullshit. Water is wet. A pig is pork. Houston got the hose. Jose is from New York. Today's episode is brought to you by the Daiquiri Shop on Ship.
Y'all see how I said Jose is from New York? Well, not me, not I. Y'all see how Jake said Jose is from New York? That's what you call journalism. I had the motherfucking scoop first. That's journalism. I told y'all about New York.
Chef, a shade tree mechanic, Juanita's Buffer Curls, the Chinese food store. Anybody want to buy a station wagon? The check cashing place. Random spoons. Hello? Yeah, you can pay me you can pay me in scotch. Never know how, yeah. Yes. No, it don't matter what kind of scotch. Is Zion Williamson on the keto diet? Find out in the third segment. Miyako's Hibachi. What's the place that be selling all the candy and shit? Yeah, them. You want to know if Grip is on the hot seat? Butt bars, built bars, city trends, and one mixtape tour. Bam the Half-Fiend, I need you to braid my hair, baby. Teen Wolf 2. You want to know who this team is signing this offseason? Swagmans. What else been today's show? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. Hit that like button and share button. I'm out.
You know what's crazy to me? Cause Jake do be looking like the shovel. Like Jake be looking like a motherfucker just dug him from under a tree. Right? That's why when y'all talk about the stained shirts, if that shirt was in Jake's closet, that would be the cleanest shirt that Jake owns. Right? So that being said, yeah, Jake, you selling dick pills, talking to, man, come on, man. I don't even want to go there. I'm in a peaceful spirit right now. I'm in a peaceful spirit. But I ain't gonna be if the Pelicans lose this motherfucking game and be highly upset. But I ain't even gonna go there. Yeah, you know, old disheveled motherfucker, old hobo brake pad selling motherfucker. I work on a lot of cars. Yeah, you look like you work on a lot of cars. You look like you just slid from changing fucking 89 Buick oil. You like you ain't even wait for the car to cool down. You like you was changing hot motherfucking oil. You look like you work on a rig. You look disheveled and filthy. You look like you catch crawfish. You look like you work offshore, no days off, and you swim from the shore to the dock every day to get back and forth to work. Aquaman looking motherfucker. But anyway, y'all forgive me. But Herb, see, Drake, they ain't really do me that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, shout out my dog Jesse Davis. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all smash the like button, man. I'm just here doing a little bit of ribbon. Jesse Davis said, man, Herb 2 for 6 and 1 for 5 in 10 minutes. Yeah, he's 1 for 5 in my arc. You know, when the 1-3 he made, in my opinion, was ill-advised. Then he went back and took another ill-advised 3. I don't know if I saw Herb take a good 3 at this game, the way it was like, hey, that was a smart shot. It was like, but there's no way Herb should have more shot attempts than Trey Murphy from beyond the arc. Trey is 4 for 6, and they looked off Trey about 3 times in a row. Poole looked them off. Zion looked them off twice. It's been bad. And they call that bogus ass charging foul on him. Sadiq Bey 0 for 2. Sadiq Bey 2 for 9. Jesus Christ. Herb 2 for 6. Queen got to calm down with the turnovers. He passing the ball well, but he got to calm down with the turnovers. Zion 4 for 8. And he probably got fouled like on every fucking possession that damn near. Poole only 2 for 6, 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. So the Pelicans got to start stringing together some threes. Jose hit a big 3. One of those shots were ill-advised. McGowan's ain't getting no run. Let's see what the rebounds looking like, man. What the rebounds looking like compared to the other team. So the Pelicans got 38 rebounds compared to the Bulls 26. You know what's funny? The Bulls only got 8 offensive rebounds. Now, I'm not sure if this is all the way true because this don't seem right. But they say the Bulls got 8 offensive rebounds. Watching this game, does it feel like the Bulls have only 8 offensive rebounds? It doesn't. It feels like they got about 20 rebounds. Bayou Sniper, you say Derek rebounding well. I think Derek is rebounding well. Like, I mean, I don't know if I would say. I don't know if I agree. Bayou Sniper. I think Derek gave up a lot of if they got 8 offensive boards, Derek probably gave up like 6. But he's a power forward going up against Vucevic, who's a center, bigger, stronger guy. Damn, Vuce only 1 for 8. So what you can't do is let Vucevic get going from beyond arc because Vucevic don't look like he want to be there at all. But Vuce got 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He don't look like he want to be there at all. So you can't let him get going. Yeah, Sadiq got to finish at the rim. Because right now, that's why with Sadiq, I'm starting to reevaluate my scouting report on Sadiq. Like from beyond the arc, I no longer think Sadiq really counts as a shooter. Now, hopefully he goes into the next quarter or next half rather and goes like fucking 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. But I don't think I count Sadiq as a shooter anymore. I think I count Sadiq as like a small power forward out there. And if he is going to be a small power forward out there, now I'm starting to wonder if you can really start him. I think you could, like, because now I'm like, I can't have Zion, Sadiq Bey, who not really shooting well, and Queen as my power forwards. Like, I need, at some point, I'm going to need some size and rim protection. Oh, let me check out some of y'all questions and comments, man. Bayou Sniper says, I hate the way he says, and here. And he always got that creepy, boy, I almost said something. He always got that creepy Chester, y'all know the other word, smile. He like this, yeah. Welcome, yeah. We're going to get into that, yeah. Like, man, what kind of shit is this? Like, make you want to call Chris Hansen. Like, you know, have a seat right there. Put this towel on. Put your goddamn cock away. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. You said GSP said me and Jake sipping Henny tonight. Yeah, don't drink out of Jake bottle though, boy. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. We'll have a locked on Netflix documentary around this bitch. But yeah, drinking that Henny. I got a little bit. I'm drinking some Celsius water, man. I'm just trying to get my energy going. This snow in this time of year really drains my energy. They be like fucking 4 p.m. and it be dark as hell outside. Let's see. B. Thomas say I was talking to my cousin before the game. He be betting. He asked me why Herb Jones still starting. Yeah, dog. You know, it's one of those things that you can tell who like actually watch the Pelicans versus people who just like general NBA fans. Because if you watch the Pelicans, I think we all kind of asking ourselves, why Herb starting? It's like, we need defense. Okay, yeah, I agree with you. We need defense, but why Herb starting? Like, you know, it's I don't know. I hope he has a great second half though. Bayou Sniper said, once the Queen get the ball in the low block more this half, need this third quarter explosion like versus the Spurs. Yeah, we absolutely need to see Queen get going. That way he can get it, because he's kind of a rhythm player himself. That's the thing with the Pelicans. The Pelicans got about 3 rhythm players, guys who need to touch the ball to get going, and you gotta have shit drawn up for them to find their rhythm. Jordan Poole being one of them, Derek Queen being one of them, Zion to a lesser extent. But you need guys that could kind of get going, get comfortable. Because Derek Queen, if you saw like on one of those last possessions, he tripping all over the floor, can't handle the ball, can't like he look a little like weird right now. Get him the ball, let him see a couple buckets go in so he can find his rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So he can find his rhythm. And saying both Deke makes were dunks. Yeah, one was a breakaway dunk in the fast break. You know what I'm saying? Well, still in coast to coast. I take the points. I think he went and made both his free throws too, so we needed that. GSP said the last shot at the end of the quarter from Zion should have been a Trey corner 3, but at least he acknowledged it and apologized to Trey. Yeah, he apologized immediately after. I think the way Herter was guarding the play, though, Herter was looking for the kick out to Trey. So it was like, it would have had to be a perfect pass, but that was like the second time Zion had looked off Trey. So that's the issue I had. Like, yo, come on now. If you want to be the hot hand, if you the hot hand in that situation, I get it. But he calling for the ball. So you gotta throw a brother a bone every once in a while. Me Monk says Carlo still hurt. Not that I know of, bro. Not that I know of. Was Carlo on the injury report, fam? I don't think he was on the injury report. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't like the non-Carlo minutes. He hasn't been playing a lot recently, though. He hasn't been playing. I think Sadiq Bey probably taking Carlo minutes, honestly. I think Sadiq is taking Carlo minutes. Because Sadiq is rebounding, pretty effectively this season. And maybe they just don't see the need for Carlo. But I think you need that pace and that rebound and that rim protection. And you need it desperately, in my opinion. Say Queen can't only... Wait. Shout out to Jesse Davis. Say Queen can't take only 2 shots in the half. Yeah, I agree. I would definitely like to see Queen get some more buckets. I think, at least get some more attempts. A couple of the shots he put up, they weren't the best shots, but you kind of got to live with those. They're not really doing nothing. Like, Zion and Trey and now Poole, they going to make Queen life a lot easier, but I can probably count on one hand how many times I saw them, like, involved in the actions together. You say, y'all think Queen getting the triple-double? Shit, he only need what? Fuck, at this point, I don't know if he gonna get enough points to get the triple-double, to be honest, Scope. But it's possible. He got 4 rebounds? Gotta have 4 or 5 assists if they don't change it. So yeah. Hustle Bones say sip that Henny and wake up someone unfamiliar with a built ball, tuck somewhere specific. Oh God, Hustle Bones. Yeah, that's the weird thing about stuff like that with Giddey. Cause cause dude was like, yeah, the first time he got me. I'm like, the first time? The fuck you mean the first time he got you? Yeah, and then the next time, what the fuck? Were you trapped in his basement and couldn't leave? Like, what are you talking about? Say, Michael Morgan said, how did Zion come back from injury so fast? That's a very good question. The injury itself was kind of bizarre. You know what though, Michael Morgan, the thing to me with that injury was it went from soreness to a grade 2 to I'm fine now. But it's like, yo, you wasn't hurt at all prior to being diagnosed with this injury. So I don't even know if this injury is real. This could have been a suspension for all I know. This is weird. All this is fucking weird. Because they were very specific about it being a grade 2. Like, the misdiagnosis of Louisiana Gal, that's something that would make you think about shit like that. Because, like, I would have thought he'd have been out at least 2 weeks. Like, come on. This is very weird. What's up with you, King Sam? Shout out to you, family. Shout out to you. Sam said, yo, Chaz, sun lamp for the winter. Life changing trust fund. Okay, bet. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to absolutely look into that because I need something to help me get going, man. This time change, especially on the East Coast, is brutal, dog. It is brutal. If I showed y'all a picture outside my house right now, y'all think I'm in fucking Antarctica somewhere. Like, it's tough. Go off. What's happening with you, go off? B. Thomas, they need some microwave players like Crawford. That's what you hope Jordan Poole would be, right? Like Jordan Poole, especially if he's going to be coming off the bench for right now. Need somebody that can, just knock a couple shots down. Maybe McGowan's get a couple things going. But if you're running out that same starting lineup in this second half, it's going to be tough because you don't have too many of them in the starting lineup in the second half. You got to just hope Trey get going. Or, what's his name? Or hope Jeremiah Fears kind of finds his footing in the second half. Squallow said Herb starting because of his contract. I tend to agree with that a little bit as well. Let's see here. Say Zion got to get these games played to hit. Zion got to get these games played to hit in the contract. But see, that's the thing too, Justin Davis. I saw a couple people say that. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that's why Zion is playing, because and just like that, Derrick Queen start the half with a turnover. Just like that, he might get a triple-double, but he might not get the triple-double we hoping for, y'all. Because Derrick Queen been turning the motherfucking ball over. Come on, we got a box. And Jeremiah Fierce doesn't box out, doesn't get the rebound. And just like that, 2-point game. Because Okoro, of all people, hit a fucking 3. Come on, man. Take care of the ball, bro. Take care of the goddamn basketball. God damn, that was tough. So I think we played better next game with everybody trying to implement Zion back. You know what, B. Thomas? I would have felt the same way if Zion had started. But since he was just coming off the bench, you know, to me, it don't really explain, you know, some of the things that we've seen tonight. Like the rebounding issues and, you know, the turnovers. Just general sloppy play. Fears, I know he at home, so he probably overcompensating a bit. But that was a huge 3 right there by Fears. He at home, so he pressing a little bit. You know, he probably overcompensating. So you'll live with that. But some of the shit, I'm just like, come on, man. Y'all don't play like this. Let's wake up. Let's wake up here. Let me see. Say they still do stealth suspensions. See, that was a look. The shot went in. It went in. That is a terrible shot from Herb. It went in, but it's a terrible shot. Terrible shot. But you live with it. And that's a huge fucking bucket. And all 10 points Herb has given us Herb has contributed greatly offensively with those 10 points. Because every time Herb has scored, it's been at a critical part in the game where shit could have went either direction. So every bucket has been critical. It's just the decision making. It's just I don't know. I don't know. Whatever though. Fuck. He made the shit. Oh, Sadiq. That was a bad closeout. Now you're not gonna close out hard on Okoro, but that was a bad closeout by Sadiq. I mean, yeah, by Sadiq. That was Sadiq. There you go. Big make right there by Derrick Queen. That's what you like to see. Look, if Okoro gonna keep shooting threes, you take that 10 times out of 10. If Okoro gonna keep shooting threes, you take that shit 10 times out of 10. But you gotta secure the fucking rebound though. That's the thing too. You can't keep giving up rebounds to being in the fucking scramble drill. That was a big rebound right there by Trey Murphy. Now Trey Murphy not really scoring, but Trey Murphy got 7 rebounds. That was a dangerous ass pass too, boy. That pass hung in the fucking air going to Sadiq Bey. Now Trey Murphy not scoring, but Trey Murphy got 7 rebounds. Say, can we get some Fierce Queen pick and roll? I would like to see it. I don't think we gonna see it, but I would like to see it. Sam said, crazy question, but is D-Book attainable? Would love to see him, Trey Zion together. Whoo! Now that's a good one. Man. You would have to pay the farm for D-Book. I ain't gonna lie. Big shot right there by Sadiq Bey. Nice run to open the third. You would have to pay the farm for Sadiq Bey. Whoo! You would have to pay the farm for Sadiq Bey. I say for Sadiq Bey, for Devin Booker. I don't think the Pelicans have enough assets to get him, honestly. I don't think he's necessarily attainable because he just signed that extension, but I don't think they even have the assets to get him if they wanted to be honest. Mondo said, I'm sorry, just tweaking said Queen trying to be Jokic so bad, forcing passes. Yeah, the thing with Derrick Queen, I noticed, and you know, he'll grow out of it, is once he makes a couple good passes, he'll start becoming like Patrick Mahomes, to where he just try to thread the needle a little bit. Like he just goes a little too far, and it leads to a turnover more often than not. But he'll learn. He'll learn with that. Wait, say, is it a way to turn up my volume, bro? Kind of low. It might be. Hold on. It might be the position the mic is in. Cause I had moved my microphone. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hold up. Let me make sure everything's straight. My bad, y'all. So that's the gain right there. Hold on. Let me see. Check the gain. Let me see. Hold on. I don't want to be too loud. Let me see. I turned it up some. Let me turn it to like 116, 110. I don't want to turn it up too much and it fuck up y'all ears. Can y'all hear me good though? Everybody good? Everybody good? Okay, cool. For sure. You see, that's terrible. Yeah, that's a D close that was pretty bad. It didn't burn him because it's Okoro, but mind you, Okoro just hit a 3. You know, you don't want to just ignore a motherfucker, but you got to close out a little better than that. You say Poole, Peaceful says Poole drives me crazy because he rather shoot before he drives. If he finds the shot not falling, he needs to drive until his shots fall. He does that. In my opinion, he does that. He did that last game. The shot wasn't falling. He started getting downhill, finishing at the rim. Earlier this game, he had a nice pass on the reverse. Getting downhill, and it looked like he was about to go for the reverse layup, but he ended up kicking it to Derek Queen for a dunk, if I'm not mistaken. If the shot not falling, just start attacking, start getting to the rim. That way you could hit some free throws and kind of at least see the basketball go in. Yeah, this has been an excellent start to the quarter. I love it. I love what I'm seeing. Rebound is still an issue. Again, some issues you're gonna run into when you face like real teams or better teams, but the teams that's in your weight class, like the Bulls, Memphis, the Kings, teams like that, you got to beat these teams, dog. Because the Pelicans got way too much talent on paper. The Pelicans got too much talent on paper to be 4-22. Like that's really the issue. Audio Facts said Designs played the entire fourth quarter. I'd like to see it. I don't think so. Audio Facts. I don't think so. Especially if they're leading. Damn. They answered right out of timeout. I don't think he plays the entire fourth. They lead it. I think he probably on a strict minutes. He was on the minutes restriction when he left. So now that he's back, he's probably still gonna be on the minutes restriction. And hopefully the minutes restriction is oh Lord, the minutes restriction isn't even more strict. I agree, but if we could, Sam say I agree, but if we can get him, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Oh, absolutely. If you can get Devin Booker, you do that 10 times out of 10. That was a dangerous ass pass right there. Kick it out, shoot. Oh, I don't mind that pass right there from Queen, but you at the free throw line. Just shoot that shit. I don't mind that pass from Queen though to Fierce, but if you at the free throw line, you gotta just shoot that shit. All right, now if they miss, you gotta box out. Don't give them second chance opportunities to go on a run. Y'all know this shit a game of runs, and the Bulls can hit threes. We could be as good as the Spurs. Terry say, Spurs got a lot of depth. I don't think it's impossible. See, you see what I'm talking about? That Herb shot right there, y'all. That Herb shot, that's a turnover. That Herb shot is a live ball fucking turnover. It's a live ball fucking turnover. It's dumb. It's low IQ basketball, and he keeps doing it. That's why even when he makes a three, I keep saying those are bad shots. Sometimes bad shots go in, but it doesn't make it a not bad shot. You got to move the ball, Queen. They got you locked up on D. Okoro pretty good, though. See, we got to find a way to get Trey a look, dog. We got to find a way to get Trey a look. We had 2 back-to-back possessions where Trey Murphy does not touch the basketball. You got to get Trey a look. That's a nice answer from Fears, going coast to coast. Nice answer from Fears. I appreciate it. But we got to run. When we're in the half court, you got to get Trey a look. Like, we can't just have Herb threes off the break. Like, you just can't have it, dog. I'm sorry. You just can't have it. I don't mean no disrespect, but it's a terrible brand of basketball. I don't like it. I don't mean no disrespect. Louisiana Gal said there needs to be a rule that Herb can shoot. Herb can't shoot before the clock passes 12 seconds. You know what? I think that's an excellent, depending on the context, I think that's an excellent rule to have in place, truthfully. Because that last shot, the last 2 shots have been bad. But you live with it because like it went in. But you can look, man, just win the game, bro. Just win the game. You know, I don't like to seem like I'm picking on Herb or targeting Herb or nitpicking. But those are bad decisions and they're turnovers. And when you shoot like that and it's a turnover, that's a scoring opportunity you taking away from your own team and the other team getting out in transition and getting buckets. So like you can't just do that, man. Can't just do that. Damn, the Pelicans need a fucking center so bad. It's ridiculous. All right, Trey. You need the spacing, Trey. Watch your back. Where's the foul? There we go. No, what's up with these late-ass whistles? That's a clear fucking foul. Say the shot Herb shot. is how the Pelicans shoot their threes. That's why I hate the style of basketball, running and chucking threes. Yeah, I think because they feel like they can't get nothing going in the half court, mind dog. That's probably a good point. Because once the prior offensive possession that led to the Jeremiah 3-point shot attempt, he was getting locked up by Okoro, and he kicked it to Okoro. I'm sorry, you had him in the air, Trey. Good pass right there. Good fucking pass right there. Great 2-man action right there by Poole and Trey. Now normally when Trey first started this season, Trey would have shot that shit and stood still. But I like that he went there and he didn't. We lucky that wasn't an and one right there for Vucevic. We lucky he didn't stay still right there after kicking it out to Poole. He went to cut and Poole made an excellent pass. Good pass right there by Jose. All right, now we should damn near be in the bonus now. Louisiana Gal said, how can we get Walker Kessler? I know he's hurt, but for the future. That's a good question. I think it depends on what the Jazz want to do. I do think the Jazz have to tank, in my opinion, because that pick is top 8 protected, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to have to pull the plug at some point. The thing with Kessler, though, he's also a restricted free agent, so you wonder if that hurts his value as well, because he wants a nice contract. Oh, there you go, Trey. There you go. There you fucking go. There you go. Seeing the basketball go in. He's starting to wake up, starting to feel some confidence. There we go. Say Borrego enforcing off-ball movement. Yeah, I like it personally. I don't like guys just standing still and not cutting from the corners. Personally, I like it. I just think you got to be consistent with everything. Got to be consistent with everything. All right, Derek on that drive, that was oh my God, Derek. That was a bad sequence right there by Derek. That was a really bad sequence by Derek. Derek on that drive, that was kind of like what Dini did last game. Derek on that drive, he wasn't looking to score at all. He was looking to get fouled. And when they didn't call a foul, he didn't really have a backup plan. So you gotta drive with a little bit more intention than that. Just hit singles. Everything don't gotta be a home run. Just hit singles. I'm more mad about you missing that and fouling on the other end. Say, if Zion getting fouled, he's supposed to not say anything. Why'd you say that, Meech? Somebody say he was complaining too much? Why you say that? Somebody say he was complaining? Say, why? Oh, Just Tweak and say, why Zion act like he a referee? He's not smart. He shouldn't be telling anybody anything. I don't know, Just Tweaking. Whoa, what's happening with you, Chris? Shout out to my dog, Chris Conner, man. Appreciate you, Chris. Chris actually in Chicago right now. Chris, you in the building? I mean, Chris, be in Chicago. You in the building tonight, Chris? Shout out to my dog, Chris. I'm sorry, say, what if, Brock, shout out to Bronk. He said, what if, and this is a big what if, we let the starting 5 alone, let Zion Poole come up the bench and dominate second units. I don't think that would work against real teams, to be honest, Brian. I don't think that would work against real teams. Shit, it didn't work tonight, actually. If you look at, oh, boy! Oh, my God! That motherfucking cut and pass by Zion. Jesus Christ, that was nice. That was nice, Trey. Trey cutting to the rim like a big dog. That was nice. That was nice, and that was a hell of a fucking pass. He cutting to the rim like a big dog. Yeah, I don't really think it worked tonight, honestly. I don't think it. And then you go, Poole getting downhill, extending the lead. I think more so what you saw was, like in the first quarter, they couldn't really get things going. I think once you saw Poole and Zion get in the game, and even Jose to a lesser extent, that's when you kind of saw like the lineup kind of improve. I don't think that starting lineup played very well. But damn, see, it ain't nothing Jose can do right there because Jose's so small. But we just gave up another offensive board, bro. We just get, and look, just like that, Giddey makes you pay. Jose gave up an offensive board. Giddey makes you pay from beyond the arc. Against real teams, they going to bust your ass every time doing that. They going to bust your ass every time doing that. Against real teams, they going to bust your ass. I don't love that shot by Trey. That was a heat check. We got back on defense, but that was a heat check. That was a heat check. Let me see. My bad. Say, if Zion getting fouled. Wait, I'm sorry. This is why Trey's so frustrating. If that motherfucker ever get consistent, he would be SGA level. That's a tall compliment to pay Trey. You say SGA level? I don't know. I don't know about SGA level. I think he could be. I think he could be like Paul George level. I think he could get to Paul George level if he had a better handle. See, I didn't like that. I didn't like that 3 by Jose neither. Honestly, that was back-to-back bad Jose sequences. That was back-to-back bad Jose sequences, honestly. Let me see. Zion kept the ball. I guess Jose was wide open, so he got to shoot it, but that's a bad miss. I ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. Like, all right, so you give up an offensive rebound. That was bad. That was really bad, right? Then you go on the other end and you give up another 5-point swing. So you just gave up 5 points off of the offensive rebound was really the only mistake. Like Jose had to take that shot, but it was such a bad miss that it just seems ugly. It just seems ugly. Bree said Poole gets the best defenders on him on or off the bench. It don't matter. Yeah, I think Poole with that drive was excellent. Like if Poole was in that corner shooting that shot instead of Jose, I like it even more. But you live with the shot, man. You live with the shot. It's tough. Bree said need Eve and Carlo out there. DQ don't want to rebound. DQ getting on the ground a lot too. I'm noticing tonight. It's just he gonna have to get a lot stronger. Honestly, Derek gonna have to get a lot stronger. But he's a power forward. You need a real center out there. That's just what it boils down to. I think he's always gonna struggle with like rebounding against real centers. He says Zion don't get fouled as much as he complains. I think I disagree with you just week. I think Zion get fouled a lot. I think they had a sequence where he got fouled back to back and he ain't getting no call. But my thing is, even if you getting fouled, sometimes you got to finish through contact. As big as strong as you are, man, you need to finish through contact. Some of that shit. He say, did y'all hear Jose? Jose thought he got the got the rebound. What he say? I got it. Chunk. That's what he said. Like he's like clear out. I got it. Because motherfucker came right over his shoulder and stole the rebound from him. I ain't here. I'm watching on mute. That's what he said. Oh my God, Jose, you indeed did not have it. You indeed did not have the rebound. That is indeed a lie. Dub said, do you think Trey's a top 10 3-point shooter in the league? If not, where do you rank him? That's tough to say because you got some motherfuckers, all they do is shoot threes. And it's like, are we going by percentage? Are we going by people that's like fear that's 3-point shooters? Because you got a guy like, let's say Con Knipple, for example, right? Con Knipple's had an excellent rookie year. It's like, okay, Con Knipple having a hell of a rookie year. But then you got, what's his name, Miles McBride. I think he's shooting like 40% from beyond the arc. So would you consider him a top 10 3-point shooter because of percentage? Like, it's just, I think it goes by how you're getting your threes. That was a good action right there. That was oh my God, Misi. Oh, y'all got to let that call slide. That was a good action. Damn, that was a good action. Says, shout out to B. McCray with the 5 pieces. Says, Zion can work in the system, just not the focal point. Reflecting back to Duke, he didn't have to be the focus, and he played best off otherwise. Yeah, I think it was Cam and RJ, right? Was more like the focus. Zion wasn't even supposed to be that good, to be honest. I mean, he was supposed to be good, but he wasn't supposed to be like what he became at Duke. I'll say that. Let me see. DeJounte taking Jose minutes, and this is interesting rotation. Yeah, it's a very interesting rotation. I do believe, I absolutely believe somebody taking Jose minutes. I wouldn't be mad if Bryce took Jose minutes, honestly. Like, it's not even from a playmaking standpoint, because Jose can play make, but Jose just too small out there, dog. Like, he just too small. And he don't shoot well enough to overcome his lack of size, in my opinion. Montdog said, y'all not getting what I'm saying. SGA didn't start our top 3. He worked to that point, but the talent-wise, Trey is gifted, and he just hasn't reached other levels like SGA because he's not consistent. It's a very interesting perspective. Me say SGA is a 3 levels. Oh, y'all talking about SGA. Audio facts say, can we see the Carlo Misi big lineup with Trey at the 3, Zion at the 2, Poole at the 1? We need to have a big lineup out there to see. Yeah, it would be nice to see that out there. I ain't mad at that Trey shot just now. He forced it a little bit, but okay. Now you letting go of the rope. You letting go of the rope because you small out there. You can't get no rebounds. These refs not showing you no love no more. The Jose minutes this quarter have been a disaster. The Jose minutes this quarter have been a disaster. You got to get Jose out the game. The Jose minutes this quarter has been a disaster. You at a point where it's like no. You need more size out there. Bring Bryce out there if you're gonna do something like that. because the minutes this quarter have been a disaster. This is an interesting gamble right here for challenging this. Bree said we need Carlo out there. Yeah, it would be nice to have some high energy and rebounding out there for sure. You say Antonio Daniels just said Josh Giddey on accident. He probably, we think it was an accident. Oh, that was all ball. Ooh, all right. It started out as all ball, but the follow through was on Giddey's wrist. So that's a judgment call. Cause it started out as all ball. Whoa, what's up with your two-time Gemini? Shout out to you. Mont Dog said, why the fuck is Jose getting on the minutes? Now that could be a situation where they trying to showcase him a little bit. Dave, what's happening with your fam? Just Speaker said, you take Everardo out, who's playing point? I mean, do you need a traditional point really? If you got Queen or Poole or Zion out there, I mean, do you really like? Because Jose is really playing like catch and shoot. Like he's not necessarily orchestrating the defense or anything. I mean, offense or anything. He's really just playing catch and shoot. He's not like creating looks for anybody really. Not that he can't do that, but he just isn't. Like in this particular lineup, he's in a catch and shoot type thing. Yeah, I know Queen not out there. I'm saying generally, if I got rid of all Jose's minutes, that's the situation. Like he's just because Jose is just giving up the ball immediately as he goes into the front court. He's not really doing too much. And I ain't saying that as a knock on him. I'm just saying he's so small that defensively, even him as the point guard, defensively, he's just such a liability. It don't matter the opportunities that he could potentially create on offense. I mean, in my opinion. Say, what's that in the family? Derry in 20 minutes, how Zion look? Zion look really good offensively. Defensively, you know, I would like to see a little more rotation. Well, I'll say off ball defensively, Zion hasn't been good. On ball defensively, I thought he's been okay. The communication needs help, and I would like to see him get downhill and kind of get some shots up a bit more. Because right now, nobody else can generate any offense. All right, so you give the ball up to Poole right here. All right. All right, now Poole got 2. Now what you gonna do with it, Poole? You got 2. Boy, if that shit would have went in. That circus ass shot, I ain't like that shot by Poole right there. I thought Poole forced the issue right there. Now, I will say that the Bulls are starting to lock in defensively. Box out. All right, Jose, you got the ball. Jose, wake the fuck up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! God damn, man, wake up! Almost picked your fucking pocket. Wake up! Shit. Mason says, always bothers me how long we have to keep Jose out because our lack of guard depth. Yeah, like Ross say, man, it would be nice to have a point guard, you know, somebody with some size at least. That was Zion. You got to be sharper with that pass. That was dangerous. Zion didn't even have enough space to make that pass. He anticipated Williams closing in sooner than he did. They just put Bryce out there, Bree. They just put Bryce out there. Zion tried to kick it to Bryce, but he didn't have enough space to make that pass. I didn't think that was a great pass either. All right, now the Pelicans going cold. We're taking a lot of not great shots and going cold. So now your defense got to lock in. That was an open shot for Poole. It just didn't go down. But you can't afford to have no fucking scoring drought right here. You got to at least get downhill and get to the line. I would like to see Zion force the issue a little bit. Can't let go of the rope. If you Zion, you got to force the issue a little bit right here. I know it's your first game back, but, I mean, it is what it is. You got to force the issue a little bit right here. 2-man game. Kick it. That was a low pass. Good pass back. And 1! What the fuck? Late ass. Oh, Lord. We got this bogus ass ref over there for the second half. That was a nice fucking pass right there by, I think that was Bryce. But we got to finish. Mondo, you said, why Zion not attacking the paint? I think they don't have enough shooting out there. You got Bryce. I mean, you got Poole and Bryce out there. But I think Zion got to force the issue a little bit and try to get down here. Or just shoot. I don't want to see too much of that midi. But you got to force the issue a little bit and look to score. Looking to pass too much. And to me, this half-court offense is still bad. Because you got them kind of just chilling in the post. Let him attack from downhill. Like, you know what I'm saying? That way he can kick out and generate some looks for guys like Poole and even Jose from the corner. I don't understand how Jose playing this prolonged ass minutes. Though I really don't right here. I really don't understand it. To me, this is my issue with Borrego right here. This is my issue with Borrego right here. This is my issue with Borrego right here. This is really my issue. Why is Jose still in the game, dog? And this ain't a knock against Jose, but why is he still in the game? Why is he still in the game? Why is he still in the game? I thought Zion was fouled right there personally. Good defense by Messi, but not good enough. So the Bulls just walked you down, took the lead back, and this is while you're healthy, or relatively healthy anyway. Just bad rotations, man. Bad fucking rotations. Bad rotations, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. All the way. That ain't a foul on somebody? Man, I almost called this lady out her name. This motherfucker here is bogus. This motherfucker here is bogus. I ain't gonna lie. Spectacular Insight says Zion being back fuck up the chemistry on the court. Spectacular Insight, I might entertain that theory if they had won some games. I think the Pelicans kind of just not very good, to be honest. Like I really think the Pelicans is not very good. I don't think it has much to do with the Zion minutes or the Poole minutes, honestly. I think they beat a team that didn't have any size and not much shooting last game, and now they playing the team that got some size and some shooting, and they looking kind of ugly. And the Jose minute has been really bad. Like the Jose minute has been really bad. Kobe waking up. Kobe waking up. You come on, man. Come on, man. Say ship Jose to the Knicks with Tibbs since he want to play all the minutes. Tibbs not with the Knicks no more. My dog, Tibbs not with the Knicks no more. They got Mike Brown over there now. They got Mike Brown over there right now. Yeah, this slow ass whistle is getting on my nerves. I am not gonna lie to you. This slow ass whistle is annoying me. We gotta make our free throws though. Eve just missed 2 free throws. That's unacceptable in this situation. Cause what the Pelicans had a 12-point lead, right? If I'm not mistaken. Had about a 12-point lead. Sam said you compare Zion, Ja to Tyson. Thought that was really interesting. Who would be the model for Zion? I guess it depends, right? Because Zion was still winning with Rooney. I say Mickey Rooney. Zion, Tyson was still winning after Cuss was gone. It got to a point where he fired his trainer. That's when shit kind of went, awry for him. Shout out to Austin. What up with you, my dog? I think Spo would be a good person for Zion. I think Spo is the easy guy, right? That everyone always says, like, Spo is one of the best coaches. Someone like Spo, that's why I really want Chris Quinn, because you come from a winning organization. That was good defense right there by Jose. Great defense. Come from a winning organization. Give it up. Give it up. Find Poole. Somebody find Poole. Find Poole. Now, don't make that dangerous ass pass. All right, Poole, be smart. Be smart. You got to go up. Wasn't the smartest possession right there. You found the right person. Bad shot. Not great shot. You found the right person, but not a great shot. Bad, and that's 2 bad end of the quarter possessions by Poole, in my opinion. Let me see. How Coach watched the Bulls go on a 14-0 run. Yeah, B. Thomas, that was bad. That was very, very bad. I think you probably should have called the timeout to kind of settle things down and got Fierce back in the game and took Jose out, or got Queen back in the game and took Jose out. But you should have tried something different, because that was bad. Just so we can say, would I rather have Kobe White or Poole? Well, Kobe White make less money, but I think Poole better than Kobe White, but Kobe White make less money. Kobe White, he a little less prone to mistakes. I don't know. That's a tough one to me. That's a tough one. Jay Berg, what's happening with you, my dog? 2-time Gemini said back to third quarter BS. Yeah, that was bad. That was an awful third quarter right there. That was an awful end to the third. Spectacular Answer, I say, do we keep Poole long term with Trey for shooting purposes? I would think that you're looking at least this year and next. I would think. Now, anything after that, I don't know. For everybody, but I think you're looking at this particular, like, core, quote unquote core, for at least this year and next. Now it's all about who you think are part of the core. In my opinion, I don't know if Zion and Herb are part of that core, but I think everybody else probably is. Spo is who Stan Van Gundy could have been if he shut the fuck up and listened to Pat Riley more. Yeah, they fired Stan that year, and that's when they went and win that. They went on to win that ring, even though I think they kind of cheated to win that ring. I thought the referees gave Dallas a rough time. They got fucked up that year. Cause I definitely thought Dallas should have won that year versus Miami. When you look back in hindsight, I think Mark Cuban actually just spoke about that. Just so we can say, are they trading Zion at the deadline or not? I don't know, bro. Like, I have no idea. I don't think they would trade Zion into the offseason unless you got, like, I don't think they would trade I don't think they would trade their big money players that necessarily to the offseason, like Zion or trade. Now, DeJounte may be different, DeJounte and Herb, but I don't think they would trade Zion to the offseason. Because you got to see where the lottery falls. There's a lot of things you got to see. You got to see if what pick you're giving up to Atlanta. Like, it's a lot of like different things you got to think about with that particular thing. Oh, look, y'all. We finally getting Carlo in the fourth quarter, y'all. Y'all. My dog said Dallas coach choked. That's why he got the boot. Was that Avery Johnson that year? My dog? Was that Avery? That year Dallas went to the finals and lost? I don't remember. Was that Avery Johnson? All right, so Trey is starting off the third quarter on the bench. Very interesting. So, oh Lord, you ain't got no real offense out here. You ain't got no real offense out there right now. I don't like this lineup. I don't like this lineup at all. I do not like this lineup. See, didn't they say Herb is off limits? I haven't seen that anywhere. I haven't seen anyone say that Herb is off limits. The last person I heard say something, and I trust this person more. I trust Jake Fisher more than anybody. Jake Fisher was saying that they're now starting to listen to offers for Herb and Trey Murphy. Like, they're at least entertaining, like, the phone call. So I don't think nobody's off limits, honestly. When you win 4 fucking games, shouldn't nobody be off limits. Say, what is this lineup? Yeah, this is a terrible lineup. And why you guys, mind you, Carlo been sitting for about 2 hours, real time, right? He been sitting, no, not 2 hours, I'm tripping. He been sitting about an hour real time. No, about 2 hours, real time. You throw him out on the court, ice cold, with this type of, like, in a 1 point game in a 4 quarter. Like, this guy, man, I'm just not a Borrego fan, dog. Like, I am just not a fucking Borrego fan. I am not a Borrego fan. And this is the first minutes Collins has played, if I'm not mistaken. And Herb turns the ball over. Kobe White steal. Borrego so trash, dog. Borrego's trash, bro. Borrego don't know what it means to win. He don't know what it's like to go win. Because if I'm starting this full quarter, do the Pelicans play tomorrow? Are the Pelicans on a back-to-back? That's the question. Are the Pelicans on a back-to-back? If the Pelicans aren't on a back-to-back, why isn't Trey Murphy starting this fourth quarter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? They don't play till Thursday and today fucking Sunday. Why? Of course people going to come with the excuses, dog. They're going to come with the excuses if the Pelicans lose this game. The Pelicans have no reason to lose this game. The Bulls playing motherfuckers who ain't played all night. The Pelicans have no excuse to lose this game. Like, none. Zero excuse to lose this game. What is this fucking lineup, dog? What is this lineup? What is it? My dog Trey said, Chaz, in your opinion, close with Zion, Trey, Poole, Queen, and Fierce Bear Herb. I probably would close with Sadiq. Just for rebounding purposes there. Oh, that was a great finish right there by Sadiq. We needed that bucket desperately. But yeah, I would probably close with Sadiq. Just for rebound. He helps with rebounding. Make his free throws. Well, hopefully he can make his free throws, but he helps with rebounding. Good defense right there by Carlo. All right, please, nothing dumb, y'all. Nothing dumb. Good. Oh, my God, Fierce. Just like that, something dumb. Look, you know what's funny? When Fierce made that pass just now, when he was bringing the ball up the court, I can tell by, like, how he was dribbling and the pace he was bringing the ball up the court, he was about to do something dumb. I can just tell. I just knew he was about to do something dumb. You could feel it. Great and one right there by my Gowans. You can just tell by like how fast Fizz was dribbling and how fast he got into the front court while the rest of the players were behind that he was about to do something dumb. And just like that, he did something dumb. Fizz turned the ball over, then walked back. Come on, man. Yeah. He'll be all right. He'll be okay. But he gotta. Come on, man. That sequence was terrible, and we need you to make your free throw right here, Bryce. Please, we need it, brother. We need the Pelicans to make their free throws the rest of this fucking game and rebound and run teams off the line. I just don't understand this lineup though, because why would you put Carlo out there in the fourth quarter? Carlo ain't played all night, and he coming off a calf injury. Wouldn't you want to let him warm up at least before he? I don't know. Maybe I might be asking too many fucking questions. I don't know. All right, come on, man. Let's get a stop, man. Let's get a stop. Lock in defensively. Let's get a stop. Good defense by everybody so far. Let's get a stop. Good rotation right there. Great rotation right there by Herb. Good steal right there by. Oh my God, Fizz. Dog. Fizz, please relax. Relax, brother. Relax. God damn. Say he adding some wrinkles to the offense isn't enough to justify him using full term. Yeah, that's my thing too, because even with him adding wrinkles to the offense, I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with the rotations? Right, B-Time? Like some of the questions we have when we, and like during this live chat, when we actually watching the games live, it's like, this don't got nothing to do with a motherfucker adding something new to the offense. You're like, it don't have nothing to do with it. Some of these things are just brain farts. This is not a situation where it's like, well, he's trying something different. It's like, no, what's the lineup? Why did Jose play so long? Like, it didn't make no sense, dog. It didn't make no sense, in my opinion. Me saying Fizz killing the flow. Yeah, Fizz got a little too much dip on his chip. He doing a little too much. Does what say your man, Fizz is gonna be good, but he got to come off the bench. I'm guessing what you're saying, basically. Yeah, I think Fizz would be better coming off the bench because he can give you so much for that second unit. And his mentality is perfect for a second unit player his rookie year. Now, moving forward, he's obviously the future point guard of this team. But his mentality this rookie year, he's a scorer first guard. He's made some good passes too as of late. But, he got to calm down. He got his parents in the building, mom, dad, cousins, everybody probably in the building. He just got to calm down. He'll be okay. He's got to calm down. And the Pelicans need to win this motherfucking game. Oh, my God. We got so lucky. He blew that motherfucking layup just now. Because Carlo was on his hip. Herb passed the ball. Boy, Herb got caught in the air just now. I ain't know what to do. Oh, you got him! Let's go! Let's fucking go, Fizz. There you go. Huge fucking bucket. Huge bucket. Huge on spin move. There you go. We needed that desperately. He had Collins on the island. Bitch, get off of me. Are you crazy? That probably should have been a fucking and one. But I say, he still think he in college when he was faster than everyone. Now, his ability to get downhill and his first step are elite. It's just his ability. It's his decision-making ability because he over-penetrates. And the passing needs some work. So if I was Fierce, my three things for him would be, you over-penetrate and pause. I say penetrate 3 times. That makes it 4. So pause. And he gets stuck. He gets lost. He don't know where to go. And he ends up having to do a jump pass and turns the ball over. Now, he hasn't done that much as of late. But that's one of the issues. Needs to add a little bit more strength so he can continue to finish through contact. But it's going to be difficult to add strength and not sacrifice some of his speed. So he got to get with a really good nutritionist and strength and conditioning person. I hope he hires somebody and don't do it with the Pelicans because the Pelicans suck in that department. And also, he got picking spots a little bit better. But he's going to be okay. I'm a big believer in Jeremiah Fizz. I think he absolutely a future point guard. His decision-making just need a little bit of work. Bill, shout out to Bill. My dog Zeke in the building. What's happening with your big Zeke? B. Thomas say he trying to go for 50 with 20 turnovers. Yeah, he got to tone that shit down. Just relax, bro. Let's just win the game. Look, if you win the game, everybody gonna be happy. You win the game, everybody gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't gonna look pretty. Just win the game, bro. This is your team in the future. Like, with yours, Queen, whoever else here. You gonna have the point guard reigns in the future. Let's just win in the short term. Let me see. Bill said Jose doesn't deserve any minutes unless we're playing at home. Man, some would argue he don't deserve minutes even then. But if it's taking the answer, I say when do you put in the starters? I say last 7 minutes. I would probably say that as well. Well, it depends on how we classifying starters. Because, damn. Because it's going to be tough. Because obviously you got to close with Zion and Poole, I would imagine. But Zion and Poole ain't in your starting unit. So who is the closing unit and when do you put him in? So it kind of, it gets kind of complicated when you got motherfuckers that's coming back from injury. With closing, I mean. Game, I was going to say, y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all smash that like button, fam. Take a second out while it's a timeout and hit the like button, man. I appreciate all y'all. Hit that bell notification, too, so y'all can know when we go live and y'all can get the notification. Because YouTube is bad with sending out notifications if y'all don't hit the bell. So hit the bell notification, too, fam. I appreciate y'all, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. Jeffrey, what up, Jeffrey? I didn't know you was in here. Shout out to Jeff. He said, run up the score. The Bulls will make one final run, put Queen and Trey back in the game at the timeout. I agree with you. And just like that, they don't put him in the game, y'all. Luckily, they missed. Carlo got a rebound. But, yeah, luckily they missed. We need a bucket here. Oh, nice crossover, nice pass by Carlo. Great rim running. That's why you got Carlo in the game. That's why you need Carlo in the game. Because he can run coast to coast. He can run coast to coast. That's why you need Carlo in the game. That was a difficult shot made by Kevin Huerter, but you live with it. Tough midi over 2 defenders. You live with it. That was a great pass right there by Herb. Great decision making. So the Pelicans got to continue to make smart plays, hit singles. Look at Carlo. Look at Carlo. What a foul! There you go. Call the motherfucking foul. Now, to me, that should be a shot attempt. That should be a fucking shot attempt. That should be a shot attempt, bro. I hate that shit. That's a fucking shot attempt. That's a shot attempt, dog. Like, I hate that shit. I hate it. See, be times that you hit the bell and they still don't be telling me when you live or upload it. See, dog, that's for us on YouTube, that's the number one complaint we have as far as, that bitch was halfway down, Carlo. You could have blew the roof off the joint. Like, that's the number one complaint we have for us, them not notifying people about the motherfucking uploads, man. That shit just drives me crazy, dog. Like, I got 59? I got 59,000 subs, right? If I go look, now a lot of the people ain't, whatchamacallit, a lot of the people ain't hitting the notification bell, but also the ones who are notified, they don't even get the notification uploads. Like, the shit is ridiculous, dog. I'm really gonna have, damn, Sam, you don't get them neither? I'm gonna have to reach out to just YouTube myself. That was a bad shot by Sadiq Bey. That was a terrible decision making by Sadiq Bey right there. I didn't like that at all. You say low rolling to the rim is one of the best strats. Don't use it. Yeah, I like Carlo rolling to the rim because you know he can go up and get it. At minimum, he can draw a foul. Give his ass a tech. 81 tee his ass up. You goofy looking, fake Horace Grant looking motherfucker. Give his ass a tech. Bootleg Horace Grant ass nigga. Talking to our ref like that. Fuck out of here, cuz. Sam said, I check Twitter for your lives. YouTube never notifies. Damn. See, that's why I got to make sure I'm consistently uploading on Twitter. I mean, not upload. I got to make sure I'm consistently posting and let people know when the live is actually happening. Because even tonight, like three of y'all hit me up saying, damn, we didn't even know you was live tonight. Damn, I wish Carlo would have kept running all the way to the rim right there. All right, nothing crazy. Oh, Fears, I thought you had him. Good shit, boy. Good shit. Get to that motherfucking free throw line. If nothing else opening up for you, get to the line. All right, Fizz, don't piss them off. There's too much time left. This redhead motherfucker start shooting like Lee Harvey Oswald and go 5 for 5 from beyond the arc to end the game. Don't piss some of these motherfuckers off. Just win. You say Horad Pale Grant. Yeah. And you know what's funny? That was a clear foul, Kevin. I don't know what the fuck you even talking about. Say, all right now, but Rego playing with fire, bring in at least Trey. Yeah, Trey just subbed in for McGowan's. Say Twitter is how most of us know about your podcast. Damn, man. Yeah, the YouTube thing is difficult, dog. When you talk about notifications, because even me, because I got like a couple YouTube channels. So even if I upload, I don't always get the notification. So, and they used to send out emails and shit like back in the day, like, yo, this person just uploaded. But now they don't even do that no more. All right, now we got to just look. If we keep securing the boards, it's only so much time left. And we not securing the boards. That was 3 Pelicans near the basketball. Nobody secured the fucking rebound. 3 Pelicans near the basketball. Nobody secured the rebound. That one was on Carlo, in my opinion. What is you doing? All right, Fizz. That was a little too much right there. He tried to do a little too much. That one was on Carlo, because Carlo, the ball touched your hands, man. You got to secure the rebound. All right, so Zion coming in for Herb. All right, now. All right. It's 4-point game. Secure the rebound, man. Get downhill. Get to the line. I think the Bulls only got like 1 or 2 fouls to give. Get the fucking ball, man. Come on. Stop playing fucking violent. Collect the basketball. Collect the basketball. Calm down. Fuck. Calm down. Good timeout right there. Good fucking timeout. Good timeout right there. Calm the fuck down. Calm down. So the Pels and the Bones the rest of the way, yeah, man, go downhill every time. But see, if you Zion and you going downhill, you got to protect the basketball. If you Zion and you attacking, or anybody that's attacking right now, protect the basketball. Because you know a lot of hands are going to be in there trying to deflect the ball. Go because they know they're in the bonus. But this is the perfect time. Go for up fakes. Go for swing throughs. Just play the free throw game if you have to. But get points. You need to generate points. You can't play prevent offense right now. Not at all. Not with this team. Spectacular Insight say we got to win the free throw battle and rebound battle since we're not a good 3-point shooting team. Do you agree, Chaz? Oh, I absolutely agree. I don't think you can leave no money off the table from beyond the arc. Oh, we're rebounding. I think you've already given away too many offensive boards. You've missed. I know Zion missed 1. Messi missed 2. Trey missed 1. I think the Pelicans only missed 4 free throws tonight. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong. But if the Pelicans miss more than 4 free throws tonight, they absolutely shit the bed. You can't do that. You ain't got a lot of room for error. Now, you got more room for error with these guys, but you would need everybody to be having good games. Like Poole would have to have a good game. Zion would have to have a good game. Everybody would have to have a good game to increase your room for error. I'm surprised Queen ain't in the game right now. Maybe he's coming in after the timeout. But I would finish this game with probably a 2 big lineup, maybe. Dubs will say, "Shit the fuck out, Fizz. What the hell he doing trying to throw this game?" Yeah. That was back-to-back terrible passes by Fears. What Queen at? I'm hoping he comes in after this timeout with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. Say Bill would have not called a timeout. Yeah, Bill would have took all 4 of them timeouts home. Oh, we missed 5 free throws. Okay, yeah, that's bad. Can't do that. You don't have the room for error. You just don't have the room for error. You can't. Dubs will say Zion got to touch the ball damn near every possession for the rest of the game. Him or Trey. Because Trey had it going. He had a bit of a run, and then he kind of went some stretches without touching the ball. Then he sat for a while. But Zion or Trey or you just live and die with your best players touching the basketball. If it don't work out, it just don't work out. But live and die with your best players touching the fucking basketball. Live and die with that, for real. Has the offense been better with Borrego? Haven't watched much lately. I think they've played with a lot more energy, and I think they've had games where they look better, like playing through Derek Queen, like that the triple-double game, the Dallas game that they lost. But it's tough to say. Because even with that Derek Queen thing, in my opinion, that was just the second half of that game. That wasn't like the entirety of the game. It's like right now, we have like Derek Queen has been bad tonight, but we also haven't seen him necessarily play the way that they've played in prior games. That's my issue. We just don't play the same every night. That's my issue. And us not playing the same every night don't have nothing to do with the rotations. This is an interesting rotation here. Oh, see, he got caught in the air. Good pass. Trey. Get in there, bitch. There you go. There you fucking go. Get your ass in there. There you fucking go. Boy, that ball touched every inch of the rim. Pause. That was crazy. But that was a huge fucking shot right there. That was a huge shot. Box out. And look, there go Kevin Huerter with the answer. That's why I didn't want a person like him getting upset or getting aggravated. Because a motherfucker like that, when he just starts shooting, and you know he can shoot. Uh-oh. All right, now you got to swing it. Fairs, you got to swing it. All right, Fairs. All the way. Go all the way. With the motherfucking offhand. Get off me, bitch. Now let's get a stop. Come on, we got to string together some stops. We got to swing together some stops here. God damn. God damn. No. Come on, y'all. See, that's stupid. What just happened just now was stupid. What just happened just now was stupid. That was stupid. And I'm going to tell you why that was fucking stupid. Because just now, it's like a 4-on-1 fucking fast break. You throwing motherfucking alleys up. Then, Trey, you missed the motherfucking easy putback. All this goofy ass Barry Sanders football. Just get the first down. Stop doing all this. Like, this, dunk that shit, man. Or this don't. We didn't need an alley right there. That was stupid. Now you gotta score right here. Oh my God. That was a terrible shot by Jordan Poole right there. That was terrible. So that was the entire wasted possession right there that you could have had to extend the lead. Thank God Jordan Poole got the ball back right there. Thank God. And Jordan Poole looked like he was thinking about making a bad decision. Like he was about to pass it to Fears. I'm glad he didn't though, but that was a terrible. See, look at that. Now look, what did I just tell y'all earlier about Herder and talking shit to Herder? Now, players gonna talk shit. It is what it is. But at the same time, know your personnel. You don't talk shit to a motherfucker who could go on a heat check, on your ass from behind the arc. Well, go on a heater from behind the arc. You don't do that. And I thought that was dumb. I thought that was a dumb decision right there. Good defense right there. Get the ball now. Come on, wake up. All right, it's 3-on-2. You don't need nothing dumb. Oh boy, I thought Trey was about to baptize that boy. It was a foul. It was a foul, but you got to finish through contact there. I thought Trey was about to baptize that boy. You said, why did Fizz run down the court? Poole had an open layup. Yeah, that was a little interesting. Maybe just in case he missed that motherfucker. But you would think you would give your teammate a little room to finish there. But all right, Trey, we need these motherfucking free throws, dog. We need these free throws. We need both of them. All right, hit one. I love this lineup. Say, how the fuck did you miss that? Yeah, that was a crazy ass. Look, he got his eye open. That was funny. That boy pulled a whatchamacallit. That was funny. Say, dog, how does Trey not? Yeah, Trey. I thought he got to finish that dunk. It was a nice foul though, but you got to finish that dunk. And look, that's kind of like when a cornerback gives up, like a cornerback has a busted play or a busted possession. He lay on the ground like, my bad, I hurt my ankle. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you just got beat off. You just got beat on the coverage. I think that's kind of what happened there. Like, he did get fouled though. But clearly it wasn't that hard of a foul. But you got to finish through contact there, in my opinion. Say, Fairs ain't even closed out. He needs to have that rookie mindset that he hasn't earned anything yet. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it was tough. I like, to me, with Herder, I just don't like the idea of incentivizing guys to play harder. Because if you're the Bulls, the Bulls just won last night, the other night. The Bulls had a hard-fought game against the Hornets, right? This Bulls team isn't good. But the problem is, you're not very good. You're better on paper than the Bulls, but you're not very good neither. So you need to extend this lead and you need to just not agitate situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to piss a motherfucker off and get them tossed from a game, cool. But y'all remember how CJ used to always get into shit with players? Like, CJ would get into it with a random ass player. Then that random ass player will end up walking down the Pelicans and hitting like a game winner or something. And CJ won't score the rest of the game. I'm like, just win and shut up, man. Sometimes you got to just win. Just win and be quiet. Just win like a gentleman. Win and be quiet. Fuck. You say Poole shooting like Bin Laden. Can't believe his shot broke like this. Yeah, that was a bad shot. That was just bad decision making. Oh, boy. That's a good no call on the goaltender. That's great recovery right there by Carlo. Because that was a clear goaltender in my opinion. Shoot that shit, Carlo! Good hustle by Zion. Good hustle by Zion on that offensive rebound. See, Zion was looking for that alley to Carlo, but he was kind of in mid pass and decided against it. Boy, that was a goaltend like a motherfucker. They ain't call it though. It is what it is. Get in there, ho! fucking make right there by by Jordan Poole. Get in there, ho! Boy, we got a friendly ass soft rim on that side of the court. All right, we got to extend the lead. There's too much time left. Good defense by Carlo. Good fucking defense. And one! Ah! What the fuck they thought this was? Who the fuck they thought they playing with? I died for this shit, nigga. The fuck they thought this was? Shit. Now make your fucking free throw. And he made the free throw. The fuck they thought this was, man? Now let's keep rebounding, keep defending, playing with intensity. That was great defense right there by Jeremiah Fears. Another big rebound right there by Carlo as well. All right, now look, we can push the pace, but we don't have to do nothing dumb. We can push the pace though. We don't have to do anything dumb. All right, so I understand. That's a good timeout right there by Borrego. You call a timeout right there because it was you had 3 timeouts left if you're the Pelicans and you don't want to just waste the final timeout. So it's a of course, waste the final timeout before you get to the 2-minute mark and lose that third timeout. So there's a good timeout right there. Give the guys a breather. So now you pretty much know that Zion may be finishing the game. I think this is the finishing unit right here. If I'm the Pelicans, this is my closing unit. I'm just going with the closing unit right here, honestly. If I'm the Pelicans, I'm just going with the closing unit. Like, it's 3 minutes left. You don't need no substitutions. Don't sub nobody out. Don't sub nobody in. Just go with this unit. It is what it is. Fuck it. Let me read some of y'all comments. Chaz, get the gat. He said Chris Grace ain't gonna hold him, dude. Shut up. Yeah, man, we gotta win this motherfucking game, man. God damn. We need some wins. If we win, that'll be 5, but I'll take it. And look, right now, the Kings are down by 9 with 2 minutes left. So we need the Wolves to win. We need the Pelicans to win. Say this is X say it's Carlo's team. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I think I agree with you. This really might be Carlo's team, yo. This might be Carlo's team. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. The other world say Fear's handle was fucking wild and the dude 19. Yeah, his handle crazy. He's a guy I would love to see go work with Kyrie. Spectacular say, do we still get free tops for a win? Is it done, Chaz? I think it's done. Because I don't even know if they still... I ain't heard about Company Burger in a minute. Oh! Oh! What the fuck? That boy... Oh, my God. That boy hit him with a motherfucking floater floating to the left. That's a soft-ass rim. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's a soft-ass rim. All right, Carlo. I'll live with that. Because I like the intensity Carlo playing with. But if you're the Pelicans again, you got to, that was bad transition defense for the Pelicans. That was really bad transition defense, if we being honest. And then that was after a make. So get your ass back on the fucking defensive end. That was after a make. All right, now be ready. Be ready to catch and shoot, y'all. Be ready to catch and shoot. Get in there. Get in there! Oh! Carlo! Damn. God damn. All right, now that was Fear's first mistake during this stretch on that and one, so you live with it. But yeah, Carlo, look, it's a shame Carlo ain't getting no minutes to the fourth quarter, dog. It really is a shame Carlo ain't getting no minutes to the fourth quarter. That's like my wrestling fans, we all love Ryan Killings, a.k.a. R-Truth. If you saw Ryan Killings in TNA, you know what Ryan Killings can do as a performer, right? And when they fired Ryan Killings from WWE, and they brought him back for that one fucking spot he did with John Cena and he shaved his head and shit. And Triple H was like, hey, are you enjoying the show? Then we never saw Ryan Killings again. That's the thing that pisses me off with a guy like Carlo. It's like, bro, we need athleticism and pace and rim protection. Can we get the guy that can give us some of those things, in spurts? Can we play him a little bit? Why we got to wait to the fourth quarter to see him? 2-man action. Zion gave that ball up too quick on the switch right there. Oh, nice by JP. Uh-oh, nice look. They starting to hit threes. I think that's Vucevic's first three of the quarter. Now, that was a good contest by Carlo, but all right, now you traded back-to-back twos for threes. You trading back-to-back twos for threes. Look at Trey. Look at Trey. Look at Trey. Look at Trey. All right, you trading back-to-back twos for threes. Now, don't be dumb here. Don't be dumb here. Yeah, that was a terrible shot by Jordan Poole. It went in, but the shot was terrible. Oh, there we go. Icing on the cake for the rookie with the finger roll in front of family with the offhand. With the motherfucking lefty finish. Offhand, icing on the cake finger roll. That's indeed. All right, now let's get a stop. We get a stop. This game pretty much over. Let's get a stop here. Let's get a stop. Box out. God damn. We trading twos for threes, y'all. The game's still pretty much over, but we trading twos for threes. Now you got to run out the clock and you got to make your free throws. If I'm the Bulls, I'm fouling Zion. That was a bad shot by Trey. That was a bad shot by Trey. Let me see. Wait, how many seconds was on the clock when Trey shot that? Can somebody tell me how many seconds was on the clock when Trey shot that? Because that was a bad shot by Trey. That was a terrible decision by Trey. Good defense by Carlo, though. Good defense by Carlo. Carlo probably should be starting at the 5, honestly. Carlo probably should be starting at the 5. Carlo is the definition of making the most of your minutes and opportunities. You see that? How everybody clearing out. They letting fear shine. I like that. I like he's at home. You know what I'm saying? Rookie season. Let the young buck shine. Good rebound by Zion right there. Zion got 6 rebounds. First game back. Go back up with that shit, though. All right. Yeah. All right, y'all. Great win. We needed this win desperately. Great fucking win. We needed this win desperately. No, the Timberwolves beat the piss out the Kings. Timberwolves up 117 to 103. They beat the dog shit out the Kings. So what we doing? All right, they probably about to take Zion out. They probably about to take Zion and Poole out. Now, I like that substitution. I like that substitution. Take all your like real starters out the game. Not starters, but take the guys coming off of injury out of the game. Take your guys coming off of injury out of the game. Like take Zion out, take Poole out. You know what I'm saying? Just it ain't worth it. Take them out the game. Let's enjoy the win. It is what it is. Like let's live to fight another day. Don't do nothing stupid. Let me read some of y'all comments, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all take a second and hit that like button for your dog, man. I appreciate all y'all. I'm gonna be doing the post game show soon too. Let me see. Is JP say is DQ all right? Or they not playing him? They're not playing him right now, JP, because he had a rough first half. I don't think it was bench worthy. And he had a rough third quarter too. I don't think it was bench worthy, but they kind of rode the hot unit that got him the victory. So I ain't too mad at it. Oh shit, I'm missing a lot of y'all questions. Louisiana Gal said I get on Borrego a lot, but this Carlos sub was perfect and he left Herb on the bench. Yes, that was good decision making. Jeffrey Williams said, Chaz, what's your thoughts about Cena's last match? To do it on the Saturday main event and have him tap out, I thought it was a little anticlimactic. Because you look at fucking Ric Flair. Ric Flair went out against Shawn Michaels. I like Gunther, but this to me, Cena, his retirement thing went on too long. Because you had the storyline with The Rock that didn't go nowhere because they didn't want to go with The Rock's idea. Then you had the shit with Brock that didn't go nowhere. Then it was just it just went on too long. The retirement tour just went on way too long. Like it should have just been like a one-off. Oh, great exclamation mark to end this game. Great exclamation mark to end this game by Jeremiah Fears and Zion. Good cut by Zion. Great pass by Jeremiah Fears. Let me get some more of y'all questions here. Yeah, X, that's exactly what we need from JP. Tough buckets down the stretch. Yes, tough buckets, extremely soft rim, friendly rim. Not too many harebrained plays at the end. That's why you'll live with it. Look, Trey just tried the whole Trey tried the whole Carlo just now by giving him the ball. And look, rookie, shout out to Jeremiah Fizz, because he could have been an asshole and passed the ball back to Carlo so he didn't get the turnover. But good shit. 2 wins in a row. Who we play next? I hope we play the Timberwolves next, because even though I'm sure we don't, but I wish we did, because Ann is out right now with foot soreness. Let's see. Zion looked good tonight. Peaceful. Yeah, Zion looked really good tonight. He looked really good tonight. He was extremely active tonight as well. GSP said, haters not going to like this, but the Pels don't win convincingly if Zion sits. Shit, I'm not sure they win it, because Derek Queen had a rough game tonight. He had a rough game tonight. I'm going to talk about him when he played good. I'm going to talk about him when he played bad. He had a rough game tonight, and Fears had a rough first half. Now, the thing I don't like about tonight is a game like tonight kind of puts a dent into Jose's usage. But you got to think about how the Knicks plan on using Jose. They're not going to have Jose as no fucking high-level rotational player. Look at Jose. Oh, my God, dog. This, I don't know, dog. It's just, come on, bro. Just come on, bro. Can the man get his fucking shine, y'all? He's at home. Let the man have the interview. Can the man shine? Can he shine? Can he fucking ball? What's some say? Can I ball, dog? Can I ball? The fuck out my camera shot, nigga. Oh my God, now it's Jordan Poole too. Can the man shine? Can the man shine? God damn. Do a TikTok with him after the game and congratulate him. Let the man fucking shine. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We about to play the Rockets. All right. See, this is what I would do. I probably would punt that game. I ain't gonna lie. I'd probably punt that game, take my extended break, and be at like 110% going into the next opponent. I'm just being honest with y'all. That's probably what I would do. Zion didn't do nothing special to say they don't win convincingly without Zion. That's my dog's perspective right there. Great one. Yeah, we needed this win desperately. Shout out to Jaden. I ain't know you was in here, Jaden. Shout out to you, my dog. Say I play the Rockets. Houston, a tough one next. Yeah, that's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be really tough. Squallow say Cheddar Chaz, the Pels got you to do the full game. Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, cause look, earlier, well really it was y'all. It wasn't even the Pelicans. It was y'all, Squallow, cause if y'all wasn't in here, I was like just gonna do like the first half. But since y'all joined in, I was like, I'm gonna rock with y'all. Shit. I'm rocking with y'all. Cause the Pelicans, you know, I would have been gave up on the Pelicans. I'm just here fucking with y'all, to be honest. Say Trey had 20 and 10 every night. Oh yeah, Trey was rebounding like a big dog. That's what I love. You know, Trey our leading rebounder right now. He was rebounding like a big dog. Even when he wasn't getting opportunities, he never stopped attacking the boards. Chris Gray said Queen versus Goon. Next Chaz, two centers that are hubs offensively. Now that's gonna be interesting. I hope we see. I want to see a Dallas type. But see, damn, it would be tough though. It's gonna be tough because is Steven Adams playing? Because if Steven Adams playing, that might change my perspective on the Rockets game. Because Steven Adams is always tough against the Pelicans. He's always tough against the Pelicans, and that might change how Sagoon and Queen are able to battle. That may change a little bit how Sagoon and Queen are able to battle. But if they do play Steven Adams, what I would do is I would take Herb out the starting lineup probably. I would probably start but because you're not stopping Kevin Durant no matter what. I would probably start Carlo and just try to match their two big lineup with our two big lineup if you trying to go for the win. But yeah. Meech said, damn, while Zion walked the court like that. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Meech. JP said, damn, Saints Pelicans won 2 on the same night. What timeline is this? Yeah. Hopefully new time is coming, man. Hopefully. Yes, just 2 in a row. 2 in a row. That's why I say if we could get like 4 out of the next 6, I'll be happy with that, honestly. I'm not trying to, like, if they go on a prolonged streak, awesome. But if I get 4 out of the next 6, I'm good with that. Say everybody will have, wait, you think Willie watching the game tonight? I don't think Willie give a fuck, to be honest. I think Willie went on about his business, truthfully. I really do think he went on about his business. Let me see, Thomas Taylor, what up, Thomas? Say, our rookies taking turns on who dominate. Hey, I ain't mad at it. I'm glad Fears, he settled in, hit some big buckets in that third quarter going into the fourth. And to me, he's one of the primary reasons you win this game tonight. Because he started to get to the free throw line, started making back-to-back big plays. His defense was excellent as well, in my opinion, in that fourth quarter on Kobe White. Austin said, yeah, Zion walked off like homie stole his football. I don't know. Maybe he was off, like, walking off talking shit. Like, you know how motherfucker walk off like, they can't fuck with me. I don't know. I didn't see it. I have to check it out again, though, y'all. Peace. I'm going to watch the Welcome to Derry. Oh, damn. Yeah, I got to do the post show. Then I'm going to watch Welcome to Derry, too. Big time dub, Breed. They play the Pacers after the Rockets. Oh, yeah, I would punt that Rockets game and go play the Pacers, honestly. Be 100% for the Pacers. Rags Richard says, Zion went straight to the locker room. I hope he didn't get injured on the last play. On the dunk? I don't think so. That would be interesting. That would be interesting, though, if he got injured on the dunk. I don't think so, though. Shout out to everybody in here, though, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hopefully, we can start stacking some games with the Rockets game. Being as though guys just came back from injury, I would just punt that game and just put all my efforts into winning that Pacers game. Just so, y'all say he was pissed at the referees. Yeah, this was a tough referee game. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to everybody for joining, man. I really do appreciate everybody in the building for joining. Yeah, we doing a post game show at BKM in a few. I'm about to leave here and go hop on that stream, honestly. Well, actually, I'm about to leave here and go hop on that stream. Shout out to my dog Trey, Audio Facts. Just everybody in the building. Jess, Bree. Appreciate all y'all. Smeek in the building. Shout out to you, Smeek. Hold on, what's it? Malik say everybody don't got to shake hands after the game. Y'all overdoing it. I mean, he could be waiting in the tunnel to dap people up. I don't know. Sko, shout out to you, Sko. I appreciate you joining. Thank you, Victoria. Shout out to you as well. My dog says Zion went to the locker room to FaceTime his baby mama, Mike Tyson. Oh, my God. Yeah, your girl beat the piss out of old girl. Her name Rose, right? She beat the piss. She was trying to let her friend make it, too. She ended up batting the piss out of her. Chad, see y'all on Big M. For sure. Yo, do me a favor, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Matter of fact, let me play the commercial break. That way, while this is playing, can we all hit the like button? And I'm going to see y'all on the Pro Pals Talk Show. But I'm going to play this on the way out. Hit the like button for me, fam. I appreciate y'all.
The New Orleans Pelicans will have a 15-man roster this year. Hi, I'm Jack Mattersnot, potential member of the media, filling in for Cheddar Chaz here on this special edition of the Locked In Podcast. Locked In Podcast, coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. No hot takes or drama or entertaining trade ideas or information about how the team can get better. Just bullshit. Water is wet. A pig is pork. Houston got the hose. Jose is from New York. Today's episode is brought to you by the Daiquiri Shop on Chef, a Shade Tree Mechanic, Juanita's Buffer Curls, the Chinese food store. Anybody want to buy a station wagon? The check cashing place. Random Spoons. Hello? Yeah, you can pay me for you can pay me in scotch. Never know how, yeah. Yes, yeah. No, it don't matter what kind of scotch. Is Zion Williamson on the keto diet? Find out in the third segment. Miyako's Hibachi. What's the place that be selling all the candy and shit? Yeah, them. You want to know if Grip is on the hot seat? Butt bars. Built bars. City Trends. And one mixtape tour. Bam the Hat Fiend. I need you to braid my hair, baby. Team Whoop 2. You want to know who this team is signing this offseason? Swagmans. What else been today's show? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Coming to you 7 days a week. No one else is wasting your time like this. Hit that like button and share button. I'm out.
Yo, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all on the other stream, man. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And we got one, man. We got one. Let's see where it goes from here. But stack days, chop wood, carry water. Be safe.